Danamia say, conscious of we say, no, so they are chair, Danasia, and sir. One who said this is the ultimate TV show, Badwam on Adom TV, multi TV. So, and now, June, they toss you at the night, 24 June, and it's ringing. Anna, confusing me. TT Brothers, go for re. Rolling, the first confusing me. You already good. No, you know, June 24th, 25th, 26th. But I'm saying, the late president, what did he do? Yes, 22nd. Okay, so it means that, and I think go for it, or TT Brothers, or mobile combination. Or mobile bosso. But I, whichever way, you'll be better. And now, Ghana need bars from Kwa, what being painting, drawing. Okay. Yeah, our Accra Technical University. On the no, ne being in an architect in painting. About draws is here. Or draw ye, Bibia, or bar. A friend of Sharon, Dede Paddy. Wow. And nay and I would that. Happy birthday. All you are the who you are, my old drown over drawn. They are different from me then. If you are only Mikado, catch a Sharon, Dede Paddy, say, and happy birthday. A Makume being it to me in your name, dear Copem, Sam Pensono. You know, it's your Baba and Ann will draw Father's Day. Oh, Baba Bessa. Oh, Mamma question and ask me before Mamma question. I suffer with the car, and that's your birthday. You have no planning, Kuno. Emma, and I'm a birthday for Diamond Chile. Come suffer with the car. So grateful. Short time, I'm dear Uno. A chess said yes, oh, Nipa, Nipa, Casa. And Jenny, Okukuomun commanding Yamikosu, we dinner, the Adawa commercial. I didn't know more, no man into me emblem. You celebrate too if we say you are worthy to be celebrated. Also, I would do out there, Nibiano. Messi say, then Yamiasi, Yasto, Yamia, who then so at also. And now, Yawade, now my cows said, Yamia Duma, Institute of Brennan, you go to a woman, and make us in Sunukan, a wee mobile crackers and shed and crady, a wee mobile. Meow don't be in Funidia, or when you have Brese, a radin no more than shouldn't. Have Ancrano. Yeah, how Cacran a war at the dia, I can say, you should top enough for one Casa Crow, Sebi, or baby done. Now, young she was a wound near be, baby or that, got to be a year for us, so let them be a Indian whole year, and all those things. Until you best 20 to an amono, a kayon, a miami and soon you for the air and say about it, Chelsea, ye come along by Tala or no. They are cotton in common. Not yen see no preoccupy because I too late. Yako Kaya Ban said. Okay. So Obama sa insuyiri etwifa yadofo so enya pade ese ebi kura yadofo no on tutu anamon temo hare no kakra na yan kase ya tutu ye ho fo se ye betima fa kwan bi so ama sa de na esi no ano abras nya fo ye ho ankoto nadmo so ene efia makwa kan eyi blanket na emo ne anwan o se mi no ma se esu yira fa wo so go blanket ya ma okura ba na ma bento a blanket ye ja okura isa rubber cap bi no a blanket je se adomo wo be kata wa enti ya be adu be chire be hia de disa ko but ni dem no ye unya nhia ye nya nhia on mesrew ahweyi sutotobre adraba 42 o wipe anya adwuma wo so ni se ye won sutobre o wiper enye adwuma o de oni hwe once na ni hwe no ye de ono no o ye se ikode ba nti wiper anya adwuma ye se sutobrem na wo buso ye ohia afidie no so de ye adwuma na ka adwuma wo ho su ye mfiri etide bia wo si kwan so bia sika ba won se onto enra de na wo ka ba light and pay me baba akwa shegata ne sa wa load passengers adan ya ne light nya adwuma nti onhu kwan and now say ni so tonti wo de go for ma yes I can yes say yeah the ni sa how yes you na your car brake pad away your wiper say ni nyina no so shey yes because we here fidie no of course me say yenya kasa no ne yenya siemfa solution yen eti ugin krachi ni license free ni nsemo a ne light nya adwuma no oboa be na waboa no no ebi ohun na nopa ewia so wodi omuhu eso onye ewia so wodi omuhu because I say ewia fan say ewia enti on so light but ewia na nsi otono ni wiper te say de o kan ya na ma ne ko na age ne light na ma ne kwa na ehuna ma ne seconds bia so so oh mama ye na stop break no de na no kwa last 3 weeks labadi kwa so de be kan wo ekuzi bi say car de ko shine ko no timbusa achi palago ze mikazi no omo de rubber insure to omo de rubber no ahihye saa bia na yes tutu and who say passengers no kwan kasa because do okay window na no so what I say
Matthias
in show no virtually on my bonti in show na for no
afebe so ma na koye roadworthy che ba ko be na fo bus bi wo ayi sa bus akese na achepa bi wo kaneshi ho de no na nsi oba say ya ase mata no nyina atema nsi no baka ni
e fa wase
baka ni eso saka no afebe so ma ye de roadworthy aba afam na de be na worthy ya de fam
no me 3 days ago me say I need partner mu
obafo
just nkoye
si ho de a obafo depending on baby awo na mo ma ye fancy ho ma de pamfo
offense wo no didi
mo ma ye nya ga na ye ye fi baby me ye ma ye
na Saturday no opo adwuma me ko na trotro bi di betwi me say mo ha dwen because me hwe ka no a ontumi me pake ye na obi begina ho na me hu no na me se ho ani okasa kura ma mfi no nti mate no so na ebai obai na me meet not knowing say said odi kan ba ye driver me nkan ngunan mu ase chese ne ho pa na me say una ye driver me da man kan hwe anche no ba na me ni so ye driver
but it's important that we respect that office
and na no so ho video mu baby a ote se driver no se ne
on se ka nya problem na nkofo abejeja ho nti me ka sa azanfo ni bi kura na chese said wo jina ho ne ade no we asema na me koka kire no
ayo
well oni na dia ma baby so na fie ka se ayi menchia wo na eti ayi afamasi akotom
hi
kru
hoda
afamasi akotom
na no wachi na hoda na wasa
ekropo
ha sa no fa ho na afamasi akotom
na be se da be ti kro ni no na fi kro we de man ko je won ta picture no nto me ne
ene ye ti ha fo no so
afamasi akotom
ayi fo no
etenim
nyansa kote aboa ena ba ko ne ye dey sure yes ya mama che
no mo kai ni ya de MP no ya de o fine kwati aboa
ne ko bi pa ne so ma him pese me de enkra mama Miss Cecilia da pa in fact I respect no pa oka one of your man penifo woman on tenase o field but enkra no pa me de mama Miss Cecilia da pa ne say eto de bi na di traffic ya achepa na awiabo na bola car ni bi hihye cars ne ntemu a mama
anu ande
omun kata so
kata no kura e wo se omunya time omu ko
bola ye be fa na najo ye be fa na homache time say bola nsi kwa so eti wo ye timi afa o bola wo timi afa nkwa ama ya mefa no sa najo no anasa no kwa no ayoka mama we die why me da se
da record na send man
okay so for comment
jo mama fa Ghanaian Times
okay sorry
me the Ghanaian Times no shase na anopai asem kese a eda ha wo bo ho da ro ne COVID-19 mitigating measures enra essential for shemu koso mama me Cecilia Benada pa me kana se me wo kasa ye kire se na no nsuo na aban ma mafo bu no kwa COVID brem se ne be ya won ho be ha won no ka e de bre o man Ghana Ghana cedi no opepem aha wotwe ediokronsia chiripo miensa 896.3 million Ghana cedis na aban etia emu 500 million Ghana cedis etie no ho asem ewa ha na VIP rallies support for effective implementation of Land Act Adom FM crowd ye si weni so na say wo mo yensa ase ho nhyehyeye ya pa na sa asem bi no ne mema bi e wa betire na ota ne ehotiri na nananum bi atama obi na wo kone ade no aha enti se no emra foforo
afia de asem ti bi ya ti di oka benyu 47
o ma he asem no kure ya ba wan kan so a say
am so experience bi
asa
from ni bi o de o pe ma le dia dan
because
na mi fa we say new national standardized test for pupils takes off November. Education Minister say is all helpful for no ye makwan a ye nchiro na emum ye beka bom na ya chiro says the hey and so for here homasua so che say November bosumi nim no e be sha ase wo mem te bosia Ghanaian Times dia no pay or the buy ni bi
graphic dia also the buy ni all set 3 days to census night ye ba be kan ye nti obi a anadwo de ya wo fie ya ye kwa wo hye na ye nyai That's hard and obi anka.
Salome, you become a kind of baby.
Who wants a few for us? I
like for them some kind of lorry station. Hospitals. Officer number that night now. And ura kejaba.
Yeah.
It made me point and say, a fear of fear. Basana John Fee and Nephew, if you for kind of fee. Now, I feel my lorry station and I'm a good even. Oh no, Yavende.
The Biotre must say a yes, our night near Najobaco, 27th night in a Sabreno, Obia or hospital, or lorry station, hotels come home. It is sad than where your kind was, who sign panel. Udia concrete mudada, until a do daytime a few muna. Your capital was our station.
It's me fear for no body because. 1 p.m. ya koka that is so much room here nyesa e be kan double
make a chance some mre iska no mechrim
yeah entia me aka 3 days na ya ba be kenkan ye ho asem ni na oru akwa me pianim e no dey to nat anim Ghana National Association of Teachers say wo consider some be retirement homes e dey ama teacher for e be mu anka be me de papa se teacher ni pa kwa ahomje no woni fie papa bi de mu e ho asem na ode abai Ura dongo MP na wodi afutu ma ban se one triper se bibi emesha no ma onsa spend more baby o spend e duro no aye ntisa wa hwe economy ne besi form se twan pay 16 democrat enso ediaba o my Ghana say ya shortlisted vendors are nuclear power plants no wonso ede ebeye adwuma e ho asem pay 16 democrat no diaba daily graphic emu ama ne boni mesi onya bretna se na kenkan bi
Anope chronicle the enso ne mrahye bedwam chia mehene owura gbagban na nifoni eda ha ne asema bata na oman hinti brofo Speaker Bagban drops bombshell strangers in invented comments strangers dictating in NDC true followers relegated to the background yeah
NDC how be a
to say e be no more HSK dia de no no we are for by force okay
yeah party now
where were you when they were there where were you when they were there okay ti no one say no rakanda parcel for neither her national security so for say yes I used Takashi to kick out this COP opariado well so kokkrata fa no de to so me no ne me nsa no a Nienti opani kasa no wo beti asie yenti ebi ka ho ba me fa quotation no John 8:32 and you shall know the truth and the truth so for by elder
aya onyamishire ni pa susu kasa ntemsa
na do ya elder body
no sitie no ko so nya no fum pukra e de me ko tampebe o du wo twa so pan e de no so no na we dey azim tamaso
okay tamaso okay
so everybody happy birthday to you ate happy birthday to you papa
ya ko faka se bono e ba ko mo pipi edidi so
non si abode shema ma me mamu nyina ache me mo akwaba Adom TV Badwam kase so na ya wo no pensam asie na braso so otibie ne etodwa wo mu bi eni su kase bi to wo sahwi tigare ewi a kire basic school na wo ho no de femfram ni nyina agu fom ya de mu nsam no ebebrew asimfo su mansin mu nso ye ka school pon ahodo training colleges e bi wo ho pa na so na won kwan nyina anye eno ne nsam bi na no pa me de bro Adom TV kase midin afia amankwa tamaklo Facebook/Adom TV kase no wo ho ko sisi a se wo pie frifia na so nya kwan ahwe nsem no ebi afetie se de nsem ni kire mu ankasa ete adehia wo mo brekum sofo kire e wo bono mantam no emu wo mo stress be afenefenie ensu papa nkofo no mo wafie mu no won de nya bida wo mo ha wo ne Adom TV edi nkomoy eno so na ye mo nwura ye nsam foforo emu dia ensu kase bi eto ye wo sahwi tegare ewi akire Yesu krom basic school na wo ho no de efri kindergarten edi kosi class 3 de femfram wom dam ni nyina agufom enti sese won tini ase na nne nso ototo yin kure wo mutebia mu ane ngumasua ba edan Adom TV amane boni Augustine boa etwaso
ananye nkura na tera bi kura famatu ano masesa nua no mo de agudan so na ye ho na dan no fa ebugu ye nti ebugu ye na aka fa no eda ye pon school nyankopon kura Adom nka yampon school ananka ehun so to heavy pa yehu ane se edan kae no abuagu
1964 yes then up to now wa bi any ho say then when you see no e yatakrame now say so talk say no then no dwegu from say primary school omo nyina wo bia say eco school awofo no ha me ofi ana we ba say sa na tedia obayi ni ba fi ha bia bia odi no kokora apokwan wa on to me eco school ho ni ase na eco school esi oburu akoda no teacher for nyina sa
yesuku dan no nyame na ye yadom se eba bebu no na yapon school a obi biara eni school wa eno na ebu aye ankenye sa anke wetimi aha ye pa yati duase ne yedi suade se nso oba na se yankan ho ye books no bebre timi fo
asinfo so mensi no emu eye bia ye wo teacher training college wo ho nursing training wo ho sanso na immigration for wo mo bia ye tete wo mo nso ewo ho bie nanso kokoro no mo kohwe se de wo mo kwan nyina tete sekunti bi na enei de mpanifo akoho ba behwe se akwan no afadege agoro wo mbepejam adom kase ekoho etoso
grant because a grant sika Japan abind their abeche Ghana and yede ekwan you know I think something around 58 million United States dollars you know modu ekwan awon we and pankese pa you know food bridges wo edu baby kra ye dual carriage nema no adwuma wo papa na company nso aye no ye company on modu pa on ye adwuma kama na on fa adwuma ni agro tamo won hye won di bewie no on wie no pepepe
ya wo mo wo anya NIC e wo ga central mensin mu won kran ha asore no anopa won hu adwuru wo yie efi se kwan a krofofo so ko wo fie mu na kwabrane bi de asi ne ho so se ho no obetu anwea e de afri kenu kra nkoda esa anwea tuo na wo tu wo kwan no mu ntine nsu e de ko wo fie mu nyinara apapai e yo haw adom kase ni bi edi nkomoyi
no na omba dwuri ye kwan na ho ma bi dwuri ye ho adwuma kra omo ye na mi se omba ye kwan yi enti achi ehwe a oma dwuri kona ase pipe no tu amra o concession su to ka bi antumi ko emba paki eyin wo ho no tie no wo ho o paki no tie no he was hipping it he was ye bi dia oye bi pa ya kase pa ne dia and about 3 years ago
na yes we tutu ase pipes ni ade nyina na yes anwe a watu nso ko ebebre te say kwa na hange te say obi de ka ye ko ne fie a enye je say obewura wo fie pipes pipe no nso eba every 3 days nti na say na yes nka ha area ye nya pipe but because of ekwan na obeye na pipe ni nyina watwitwa mu nyina eti say enso area obi enye nso
aha one say aban japade kwan no na han say aban japade kwan wa se no untu mfa ka akwa nko ufie say lord kwan na be hang wa ya amna ene efi na monkan na afin so water company insuo no nyina wa restaurant na say omutu
well afia kobikrom ane atabro koso ni nyina wa Mansia Central wa Santemantemu na nsuo ya ye no mu wonde eni bi efisa galamse no asewo mu so nyina enti bibia ye di nsuo ye bia no de sase water yi ene wodidi dwuma ya ne bi edi nkomwe
ono se ye kwanye ye nsuo nso nge ite pipe wa na mu se ye ntime nnom ye ntime mfansi niema ye ntime nya ne hwe be ntime hu de pipe na ye wo bua na ani na ya anwa nko a wonum enye ye wodi dware enye ye ena de no aduane nso enye ye ena ya kwan nso nye
ensuo yi wodi ye bibia enye wodi no aduane na ayetum wo sori ja okola ba baka so bi na ato waduru enso na ye ensuo na ensuo di si nwoma white kola na asene ye kwan nye wonyam na atike nkwan na wokọ boase a wo beba kola na waya se nyina ya wo ya nti ye sele na se onhwe na omeboae na se ye ho kyere ye ha pa
Otofo ye wo show information so ye kojo opon kroma wodi atodwa se covid variant for by de delta no anya de sa ba be raw mayimo na emom Ghana Health Service for one penifo aka sisudua se enumpo kotoka wiemhyen gina bia enhwehwemu a won eye wo ma ba o mamu no ene bedadi wo mo ba enso ko ya mo ma mpie ya bossesen ama wo mo nti yade no mpie ye emewura communities ni mu se de bi ekeka no
Ghana Health Service a release statement a kyerɛ sɛ nkomo na ne na ma be fontinta internet no so no enye nokore edi kan de ma yehu sɛ saa ne ba foforɔ delta variant no yehu bɛyɛ nsia wɔ Ghana ne sɛ Kotoka International Airport your testing center wɔ hɔ a ye test wie na sɛ wo yɛ positive a umra ɔman ne mu koraa ye de wo hyɛ dem ye fɛ no mandatory quarantine nyɛ sɛ wo na wo pa wo hyɛ dem ye de wo hyɛ dem ye test wie na yɛ positive a ye sign de ohwim nsuo na na sɛ ohun nsuo no ɛkɔ lab ɛkɔhwɛ sɛ yare na ɛyɛ emu ne ɛhe variant bɛn ti omo a ye test wo mfiti April bedu June ye de omo ho nsuo call lab ya ma omo nwura oman ni mu a ye to ompon mu no emu nsia na omo hu saa delta variant ni mu wo mu enti enye no kore se omo de ewura krom ama no se be atesi
Ghana womo abie watsena ye foforo kra won kran ha but ayi nyina ne se wono wadwuma yefo ene wona ani won din se wo so beben Adom TV etwaso
ye behia bion a yaka bom onioma mienu ho ye bie edan foforo a ye bie ya bemu no ano na ya san so aben ye nkrofo na omo ye adwuma wo factory no unse first na obehu na ye office back wo baby foforo management wo baby na workers no so ana factory for no so wo baby ba ene de ye ne say ye bie yaka ye ho aboma ba one place na sa one place na den na bebo amaye e de nyina ye ndwuma ye ne ye nyoma ye ne nkita ho de ni nyina begina baby faako
My ento akasiano so mo so for wono hwe sanitation so mami Cecilia Abnapa and I would say so watch church and some ahodo mu efa free water no de ma ye no car wo de Ghana water de o matua ene ne aka de nyina no so na Adom TV kasiano aha na brema kwan ye de nyina sie be de afia amankwa tamakolo na ye wada se kedwo na nkasa de agodie mu nsam ebeba na afa fisam e wo ho pensem mu so ene so hwe bie na utie nsam e koso me de afia amankwa tamakolo promote one some no de akachiri obete
Abusia yentwa so wo agodie ensemo na ensemo no pan so edoso na yesefata sawtini onexbet.com amade yegina mu na yede papa enra krofo disika ye unse enra matches ni na over 2.5 over 3.5 kesa sika ene busa na ate wosa dabi onexbet.com ho na sa for matches ni na over 2.5 over 2 sana kene wasi dan Kauka na wasesa no kra. Enti don't ensete saa na nyiwani saa na sika na gu a ye di ni saa no. onexbet. Papa o show one no actual x no actual bet.com. Na face show no boafo heba amode boafo ointment, the boafo capsules. And so no pay. Yen someone right here bro can see Adom TV so bedwam jumadie so. Yes, Juma no chome producer. Kejuana kasanie Erica Sieru Bwadi Abusia ye mo akwa ba ye be sha se you say Euro 2020 a book off. Abia do no bla e mo den senra na ewie bibia ma obia hu ne last we hu say we oni we na ebo we hu say oni we na bebo we na kofi ti omom kofi ne agya omkwa mom bye bye afia aka telephone no bebo no abia do no so ye sha opɛ wokɔ abia do run of 16 no ye sha opɛ wokɔ group E enra Slovakia Spain atrini nam tim say start here ontimi share goals ni na odin last be goals Slovakia so but Slovakia kan mu a wontimi ante na Sweden and so Bob Poland the captain sa ma Poland team mu eko fie na in group F sa group we results na dandan sa we die ehia we su die ehia we no no mu nyina bo 2-2 Germany and Hungary about 2-2 and Portugal and France about 2-2 Cristiano Ronaldo with that record 109 goals were equal record say Obama what goals to national team pa after 20 goals in international competitions. That is Europe and then the World Cup. Ronaldo, Badwam, and then the records are now you separated the men from the boys. The next round of the competition, bounce back on Saturday. Yes, fixtures no. Now almost say yes, the round of 16. Ebimu die mu agopa, bi su die emu ye fine. Wales and Denmark and about Italy and Austria. No, they need to so at the amount that now Holland and Czech Republic, Belgium and Portugal, and a day pim so Belgium, Portugal, and Croatia and Spain and the France and Switzerland, England and Germany, not Sweden and Ukraine. Belgium, Portugal team say yes. Match and I finish no. England so nya baby amfa on Germany nebo. The match is not interesting. Big guys na woman in na say omo nyina ball for the next round of the competition, and Sweden is ball round Ukraine and nebo. Say why and qualify at the next round of the competition. Euro 2020 Betway for the love of the game now. I can't want to prepare the Euro 2020 bro. Savannah Paint. We all go paint some. The Azar group and a Diaba. Many can Reginald Pebble tactical board so near heard a performance of Obia. Sani Obia born homodine, not for your board Roma Sani on some so see Etie El Hodomo. Sani I had the likes of Germany aboard Remo, Sani Portugal aboard Remo, Sani I France aboard Remo, Nina Beshe, Nababiadrino, yet on some and so Eddie Atwaso and so war. Now so far, Sani matches now corner, anyone my qualifier corner Ken. One more now we expect this will be room and I room and I will be disappointed. And I will be so I abroad so.
Well, Osha 16 teams we are. What you mean say omu deserve say omu be wa hanu say. Omu say Denmark and omu team winning one match. Ewo omu group nim. Omu lose 2 matches. But then omu one match omu winning yene. And they send a group ni ko yene. And the help of Belgium no. And the team omu ma qualifier. Do say apart from Denmark no before say 16 teams or more 15 teams or more eka Denmark no before so we deserve say be say Wolves our group stage no ball home modern o share omo talisman Gareth Bale any performance put up before say na nye bad sir they won one and lost to Italy. Eventually, Italy never group leaders, no. And Osha was performance before say omunya bad sir. And Netherlands to omunya 9 points from 3 matches. And Osha senior na game situation and senior no omunya ma yete also omunya bad say ombetimi qualify ediaba the next stage. And Belgium too before say they are forced to work on it. Omu winning 3 matches na. And Osha goal scoring rate. And your quality on the field of player before said they deserve to be here. Spain, they had a chance yesterday and they scored 5. It tells you that they are getting the rhythm. Tournament. Oh yes, you can't say Slovakia a wolf sir because Osha other matches on boy now. No one said that a wolf sir. Spain for no Sato so and with Sergio Busquets a bad team and then man of the match performance. Yes, it tells you sir. They were missing Sergio Busquets almost center of the midfield and also Germany and England and so on. I think Germany omo Europe ne do see obia and every year beyond baby they get to the semi-final. Until when so said that tournament bia na eson sen omo bia and nwa say omo timi aba be PM one say England for the first time in history since 1966 omo timi win 3 matches without conceding. We need 2 matches and draw 1. 7 points without conceding a goal. For someone impressive. Performance there, you see, England strategy and your tactical way on the field of play. No, we said that that free flowing of football, but then tactically, no, they are very disciplined and technically they are sound. We taking match after match and also performance. Our last game, our boy now. We say England and Scotland here. A big time rivalry what did that anytime be England be Scotland be it's a different ball game altogether. And the young said this year no you who the same thing and after Scotland no the year Croatia the year Czech Republic it tells you say gradually no England and so air fine fit Ukraine Sweden before said they also deserve to be here. Wow, and that group say group of death Germany, France and then Portugal, an easy crown the last day. Yesterday we witnessed a clash of the Titans with midfield battle. The line of Pogba and Matthew, no one Nasefo. Also the midfield action no. And one. Osha 2 matches started for bench. And the game against France, he was the main pillar. I was center of the midfield. O making sure so Pogba ene omo be 50-50 balls won say the omo pray ho ene ade nyina ono na na oye main man of Portuguese team ne enra, and with him you know they were able to get the needed results the next stage of the competition. Wow. I think it was a repeat of 2016 grand finale. Yes, you know. And yesterday game, KG in midfield, it was some individual brilliance be from Karim Benzema and Cristiano Ronaldo no, and they provided 2 goals at the match each side no. Before say yesterday game no, say a grand finale be more.
And Kabe for team Kataya need to the brilliance of Paul Pogba. Ne pass be obema bia incisive pass and any ohu to so hu se nipa na ewura ma me pejama no. And then ya ba ko pe wo yetwa so a onya bonus so nche na wa peja dia tum and the result in Benzema goal.
Paul Pogba is a terrific player on any day. Paul Pogba is a great player by all standards. Yeah? Pogba have seen it all. And he is a player when he is with quality around him. Obebo. Okay. Pogba need only 1 or 2 quality players bia. Omba responding to his style of play. Omba responding to Niame bia or on the field of play. If you give Pogba balls, now see on Chemawa or but we can say Pogba a defensive job and from more or back 4 and I say you are giving Labele problem. Before say in yesterday game, you know, or try Manchester United coach IFN Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Manchester United technical bench say necessary mu use me say mu use me say ya but if you want to play me in depleted midfield na ebia Bruno Fernandes pen responde and some Antonio Martial bi ni we mu a me feel say quality e Manchester United no sometimes all right. And said then you to say
France
if he need quality or now so quality around him, the guy will play what is being called.
Wow. And Cristiano Ronaldo, the older the better. Wine nature no. Na yet and enra Oman Homer so the penalties of Bochum, but he caused the penalties. A buy on Sanko for boy. From King Reginald, you show modern mama bought from the group stage, you know. Even though I knockouts now, you bet me the modern bottom. Our group stage now a fair idea of how the games should go. You check Wales in Denmark.
Well, Wales and Denmark, the Wales have what it takes to qualify against Danes. No, on say Wales no, more quality and more experience. First time on mobile tournament, you know, that was 2016. They got to the semi-final and players no more the bar tournament, you know. No more the bar tournament, you know. And almost say quality to Daniel James and Carl Watson. Quality young way, you know. Me for say Abua Wolves team, you know. It me for say the Wolves will qualify ahead of Denmark.
Now you Italy and Austria.
Italy will go ahead of Austria.
Is it the name now?
It's not a name. It's about quality. It's about technical bench. It's about performance so far. Our tournament we know. And on actually Austria ain't bad. Amnatovic be nominated as but Italy they will beat Austria.
Holland, Czech Republic.
Great game, big game ahead. But the Netherlands will qualify ahead of Czech Republic. Hey. Czech Republic will prove stubborn, but Netherlands will go ahead of Czech Republic.
And there's Belgium, Portugal, big game. Cristiano versus Lukaku.
This is the game of round of 16.
What?
This is going to be the grand finale of
Portugal
round of 16. And
I didn't have Belgium, Portugal.
We share individual players. We share technical bench. Both teams are solid. More match experience. Okay. Roberto Martinez, you can't take anything away from him. Santos, he won the last tournament. And we share quality Okita or the bar tournament we. Patricio, Samendo, Guerrero, Pepe, Ruben Diaz. Now we share even in midfield Cavallo, Matiho, Cristiano Ronaldo. We share.
Portugal ahead of Belgium.
Belgium, a solid side, but then Portugal be use slight experience. I go ahead of Belgium. Belgium Portugal was my tournament favorite.
Slight experience,
but Portugal wa be meeting. Any baby will be meeting Portugal. No? Portugal will go ahead of Belgium.
Wow. And Croatia, Spain.
Spain is my choice.
Wow. So, Luka Modric were out.
Luka Modric and Ivan Perisic. And in Nasefono, They have what it takes to beat Spain, but Spain, the experience and the tactical discipline.
France and Switzerland, no, it's one-way traffic for France. Wow.
It's not going to be easy this thing, but France will sail through. Pass over Switzerland.
And another big game, England and Germany.
England and Germany. England and Germany. Germany, England. Eric, you better come once another day.
And I'm going to back once another day. England near boy group stage. Germany so the one body group of FIBA. We nya come back come yanko. O show performance o. Ye England ichiri, ni Germany ichiri. Omienu. And a run of 16 you will nkwa.
Run of 16 sometimes tough. Sometimes surprises 18.
I had the other who you see ya. You do have the
England, Germany. Both teams are equal on paper.
Okay.
Tactically, no. Joachim Low, you much experience. Essen Gary Southgate. And obeti me you see tactical experience, no. Eddie beating Gary Southgate. Okay. But England too with home fans, any home support, no. Obeti me you support in there 11 men. Eddie are joining them. Eddie eliminating Germany. Before say on the D-day of the match, no. Niaman kakra bi ebeko game, no. Ebe me yehu ni obe qualify.
Sweden and Ukraine.
I will go for Sweden.
Straight
up for the Sweden.
Wow.
Sure. They will qualify ahead of Ukraine. Ukraine any bad team with Andrei Shevchenko and Nasefo. Before say Sweden is slightly ahead of Ukraine. Tactically and technically and quality.
Yes, Ken Reginald. Our tactical partner. So you 2020 also shago can see that Betway go rational I can only ade dwumade ebrewo ban euros 170 Betway or say for the love of the game fa ho gym ne sika ku boto no tanchen Savannah Paints from Azar Group headline sponsors can hona bring na eba Nivea Men deep range of products. Nivea Men, you prepared for anything. It starts with you. MTN, everywhere you go. CD low, price masters, affordable and durable electrical home appliances. Club Beer, Crisp and Refreshing. DBS Industries Limited. I'm going to say we truly are a roof express alliance. Life insurance, we secure your future. Duraplast, where Duraplast goes, water flows. McDonald Group Limited, providing cutting-edge business solutions to clients. Jama, your partner for clean clothes. Now, Ghanaian Premier League, match day 30, Enra, your ballroom one in Yeze, Matema, Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, and Bogumo, 2-1 over Karela. Man forced the referee decisions near some way, but still more of him, Kotoko, Ballroom, and the pressure to us soon. Brekum Chelsea boy, Mina Sharks 2-1, and Brekum Dreams, and so boy 11 Wonders 2-1, Great Olympics. Etnafi Ashikwe Epogo back when the moment winning 1-0 over Bechem United and a Wafa and so boy Adriana Stars 3-2. Mediema and they can fight a postponed and also ever the China the one some media bro and it was short drafts and the entire life neighbor Liberty and the Ash Gold also got of Lagos Cities Accra Hatsofo and on the matcha and I'm out for a Shani Musanse. Matema Kumasa Sante Kotoko Kowini 56 points they say when ya Hatsofo Tosumi 53. And the house in your 56 when we need yes or no, and I was here that jai. Dreams at Tosumi and San Ewa 48 and 98 Great Olympics. Karela Tosunumo 46, Wafa Tosunsia L 46. Midiama Tosun son or get back west or but me we need the answer 49 with Ria Abetosumi and Sanessa. Adriana Stars at Tosun Watcho 43, Legon City Tosun Chrome L 38 points. Now 10 for 37. Ashgold and 11th Bricum Chelsea 37. Bechem Dio, Amina Sharks, 11 Wonders Liberty, Ken Faisal, Ebision Dwarfs, and Inter allies. We listen to Ghanaian Premier League table no AC Etienne. I was here, me say, this is Kagu Botum. OneExpert.com. I go phone ra. Mzakwe will bring me because one is on us necessary to come boom when I would decode any money at the idea. After sorting Mali, Pokpak, Pastor, but yeah, your poor for intimateness over the years so now, or it may at all ye pass, and so na capsules and so boy mema, or I am me, or more can one. I will be a young can see at the Ebro happy birthday to Millicent, or a Kaswa Somel with me producer Sergio Manucho say, me from our panenra your birthday, Dr. Emmanuel Bokete Bote, CEO of Charger Limited. Happy belated birthday going on to you. Oh, you heavy papa. And when I do birthday, you push out your fourth. That's a fourth, you'll be any other BBC. On a 4th, belated happy birthday and call and fire. Mabusia and Sarana Dawson. There's a fata salty, and then the Brima Quino. Now the Abakete Wissy, anya wura bia hye papa bi enye sope mene King Reginald ene bowura mu de nsam no ade ebae kai se wo de nankasa beka kejuane ho Erica sie du body ne bedwam na agusu hwe ye to aso
me watching the preno so afi wo bedwam dwumade so no de do so eye efisem enkomo chichie na enenso nkomo ho de ye de hyase no emu oya kakra na so ese ne sase se ye de ho nkomo nti ye be de ho nkomo mame ni kan enko ahoma ne so na nkomo bia wo ho no ekire na ye de ato so enne akoye edaya wa de fashion 101 beba wakwam Priscilla Naman wa ho siesie hima de be ma afi Dr. George Duncan so wo menchenti ye be hwe yakoma ne ho nsem but there yatie no emu oya emu orem nti yanyim nchiremu ansame komenua be ma Isaac no manyo ho ewo asantemantam bo asempotam adanse ho ne hede yekoso menua be ma no manyam pacho mache
ye mi amini aba
na pom te say
Yankopon adomo
ye da nyame ase ne fa ba ko no de no so ye be da nyame ase sa na osi ye den sukuu ni no eye de
menua ba ene da enwumre beye nonson emtem ho ena menya ne ntie se ukopie mu ewo akrokere Bob Riase dia abranchi dia almost se ye freno eye kwaku frempon adura bone mrane owu awanya mfisia beye aduemu abranchi ku school ewo adanse akofrom senior high technical school wojina form 2 ewo adanse akofrom senior high school ho no mo chesa branch na ne danwumre no ne na ye frɛ no eye ama duku amene ma ne din komo no wo ma me nya ne tie sɛ ade danwumre no ba fie wono ne ba be no aduane ema omo wono aduane e frɛ na akaw no ye menken ye nsensene onya gogoro ho a na odi afi eye egya so tie den a na wasase na udi nti obɛno asa aduane ne bi it will be and we did ma Ninian Mubinum and at the Akano, what you could see there. It's not and you will not show so trying to damn a on Patemoha. Melona, my manager said, almost per 7 or no Janu Mono. Na womo at the Aquano issue at the Mon number 1, not what the Jarry. It's in India with dinner cheap at and what catches walk of Faserva. It will couple Prununa, a branch to Pruno demo. It will boom boom boom, I will feel. Anu anu akɔpem ɛpono no ɛna ɛpono no ebie ɛna ɔmo yɛ den ubura to hu yɛ na sɛ ne nia no ahange ne ho ɛwɔ ɛdɛm ho na me ba mi wura ɛdɛm ho no na branche de ahoma asɔ ne kon na ni tra jeans tra bi ɛhyɛ no ɛna no ɔhyɛ atade tuntum nti no aworo jeans ne kakra ba beduru ɛyɛ ne sere mu kakra ɛna na ne nan esi ɛfom a wɔ hange ewiem ho na ehuru ɛne anaman ife ni hunim ene nanum eba na akaw na ono aye no na esi chensi mu esi edem ho wura dem ho awon sanifa esi dem ho na ne dan no mu no 3-in-1 akonya ba ko si dem ho na sa 3-in-1 na se kan kotokuo bi are na ache na eno so eda eye edem ho na wo ho anen paboa de niam bi so wu edem ho kakra na bi pia bontere no na ne mene ne nafofo ni bi din komo omo kire se free school ni ba ejuma ba kwa woye aboboya enuchi ekọ galamsey site ekọ fa load ede eba no ma behoro na omo ayi sa good no ede efrim enu bi na woye wo ho a preda no krampo nipa bebre kra krefe omo hu na nyimra na nam krom okọ site wo nyina san ba ya obi nim di ato abranche ya sabi me no ka say watu adana no ewon se do na me ba me assembly member wo kronum edi nkomo assembly member ma me nya ne tie se ene da nyimere ko no kra hu abranche no sa de no ebi si krom hoda na we ene di kan ti wo mo besra police force wo mo de wo mo na be si fo no ahwe mu ncha na jona ena police force mo akokere e ba be fa emu no ene kokopi mu ewo mu krabia na me nya ba asem no akono ase sabi o ekokito mu asa ye hu bi nya wo beka so nya won kam na ntie ba kwa me nya ya nipa ne kana no tia no pia ne free ho so wonko no anko a bia na akofa asem aba ni nyina kire se sekai na koko hu wo dem ho no obi se nwumre no na wone ne nana brewa na me ne di nkomo no eye maame amaduku no to kwabra ne si maduabo nyina abemu na branche no kofa asa sekai na ne da ekonwa no mo be bia wa hange ne ho no esankeno na nka omo kire sankode ekodi maame ne wu a omo pam na okoria afu bi hu de si a okọ share dem a okọ hange eno so ne ho akọfo
okay
ka be ti fa ye nine ensi fo se no kre ana tin no kre ne en me dua police fo na kache ye do so no mo se no kre ben na wasa asem tumi na ba bi sabe dia asem kase esi e wo ye akokere bob riase wo adance movement no mo no
yɛn fancy he na aposifo abamu de yenya ma won fi se won nim de mu no ɛna on betumi a kyerɛ sɛ bia obi di kan kɔ dan nim ansa na krache no kɔtetɛ ne dan nim ansa na krache ni room no o share na konfo senso sɛ ye de yan yonti yenya ma won so no aso na ku ne ho won nim de mu na ye dan a de wo mpoten no bɛba abonten me da se me ni abema abusia ɛna wa hɛ no wani so yi a Isaac e wo ho hello Rana Manyo na krache no wadi mfie sɛn
aduenu wo che so wo mfie aduenu
yo
and wo FHS 2
yo
wo Akrofrom Senior High Technical School and wo sua de
yeda se enti udi kan te se ne din di owuo enti ebia na ne din no wawu ne din anya susuaso wo ne so se de tie bia no odi akire enti yebesa tie bio abusua ye fancy ha na wiase aye ba ye ebi kono na ebi ba me na bi kra na efe no bi dia ba minyi ansa na metia din na si ye enti de ya ne wo bi afiri mu no anadwe ya ebi anopenso obi nso afiri mu no de ya wo obi nso ne enti ye wiase ebi ko na ebi ba ene me ka no sa de na happy birthday kese enkoma Sofo Mordecai owa akwatia Peace Chapel asafo una oda no Sofo Mordecai happy birthday to you happy birthday to you ode wonim dada entinya kasa tenten happy birthday to you nyame adom no a eno ane me mpa ebo a me sera de se enne ye wa wodai onfa emero ye ba bedin komo e de afa yapomode ho nsem ene ye hwe yakoma no e ho nsem na nyuma ko yada romanti wo mo tia ho ka se ye ni nkopopa pet sa se ne be ya ye kwa ye be na akoma ne nso hia no da ebeto ye na ye nya pomden e de aboye bra no Joris farm se men kan tro se wo mo emoa no wo mo kum e na wo mo sanso ye ho adwuma kama na atumi ada ne nam na wo de abraw na se bi e ba no se nkokọ ho nsem a wo mo nkasa na ye nkokọ no wo memu enye ba ko no bi no a na no kra ye hu no social media na sia wo ne panio sia ne de dabi wo mo de ne ntesa one na ye nkokọ no nti it's just a matter of hello dodo a wo pe no so ho na ma ye ho adwuma kama ene omo afambra wo kra na wa ku ade a eno so kra omo ye ho adwuma enti ene woni nkomo e wo 0208 121 199 na wonsa entumi nka nkokọ ye fresh sa de a ene choba for no sa business bi no munyayo so ho enti Shinex whitening toothpaste so say men kan cho se wani je ho se ubechu siye na wosene nso wutwi nyina na ye fita kama de a eye Shinex Ultra Whitening Toothpaste no a na wo hia wasori anopai ene wo kwa koda anajo a enti frɛ wo mo so fa 020 201 8615 and I say 0206 debi 026 221 0660 na wonsa etumi akabi na ode atwi usinye Franco Trading Enterprise semen kancho se Euro 2020 no ehase no wo mo adwen ho ahu sesese no bibia koye technology asem enti anya wo phone so ebe ye tablet no so anya wo tablet no so na ye TV na sade atie bia ne ewu hia bia TV ni se wo mo 32 inch na de kosi 55 inches kese pa ne bi na ne wo hwa na de ato wo kota na de ato Adom TV because ene wotumi krata na se matches ne nyina ye beyi ama wahe matches no fa kese no so atiase enti kona kota wo bro matete ebo no so e de ama o nipa ni adaje uni adaje ha ho nko branches na wumsa branches ne de ebu so but fra won e was 0246 422 338 0559 939 11 na wonsa entumi enkabi Franco Trading Enterprise asem de wonim dadanti so ho eye phone papa fie ene ehonom na fe so meka wo se Yaksin Herbal Center for the Yaksin Herbal Mesa be dwaso a but ayenti a wode ye Yaksin Herbal Mesa nyina na se ohonam ye oye nsuo kra totoka ho ya sasabro de ne ho ya agimin na ne wa pa bianom ho Entwentwen so na enye nsɛm ansa na afei obɛfrɛfrɛ Dr. Frimpong nom wɔn nso wɔn da wɔn nso wɔn yerenom hia wɔn ɛne saa ma na adwo afrɛfrɛ bi no daabi ohunam yɛ ɔyɛ a yaksen heba mixture na wanya bi na ode etumi akɔ atia honam ya ono frɛ wɔn fa 0243 143 143 na onsa etumi aka bi mesro yaksen number no mi team ede ama obio number sa wo hia yaksen phone no bi se wutu akoto anase wonom de apo moden ho no 0244 723 541 anase 0275 907009 na kompo Ghana nso say ensan abefo ho na wiase ayewo mi de aduru so ana na abefo na obetumi anya niema bi se tete se Techno Infinix Vivo ene ne ekeka ho se wankasa wonim dada so ho frɛ won efa 0243 143 143 kompo Ghana say passion for technology anopai nwumako yada romanti yebedin komo okodwa so na se ope makeup dia ensan not cosmetics on ton o sam ho abeye fake to de bi na share sisters ni bia makeup o ma ye kaka moto bi kran fan emehwehwra obi a ye pesa obeye makeup aye wonya nso afo anim sa ne nam ho ho me say maye ma han lawyer o manim e not cosmetics o mo efi asase e de kosi se obewie a wo makeup no betumi akoyie wada roma ena ye ba bedi enkomo Dr. George Donko ewo mente Dr. Mpacho Mache
nia
na pomo
Yankopon adom
hey na meka no okay won say Dr. Juma nanka say discipline meboa Juma bi ahohyeso wom
ti asia bibia ni ho a ehu hia chen nipa nkwa bibia ni ho a ehu hia chen nipa nkwa nti se o kwa akɔhwɛ nkwa na e say the way you carry yourself okay. You are going to take care of something cherishable.
Okay. Uti ejuma na say. Also wadom de no nyame nsra because say your doctor ni na abetena hana. Ukotu kakra bi na sebi ho fuse bi a me yarefo no kra ko gina na ho do so kra man do mebu a but say the wafa what way. Do yarefo na ni boss how are you? Oh, doctor, I'm fine. Na ne hotel no nyesa the nyame ase but for home kuma to me yampa but me chia oyere
obejoso
me chia no pa doctor ye hwa yakoma ho asema no pay akoma wo nipa mu me fa mani hu say ye me honam a ene me dware na mfi a me hu skin na ehia me hu nso agu a me hu but ewo mi mu me den na mabɔ ho ban
okay enti akoma no say ye babo akoma ho ban a kire say ennioma ye di ennioma ye ya etimi ma akoma no ohaw ba ho no o se ehwe ni yie
okay
eno na betia boa na yenya yetia boy akoma ho ban
yentumi fa ye ni hu yakoma nti enniema ye di enniema ye eno na bebo yakoma ho ban okay
ye fa akoma na de o hwehwe ba bi ehya ehye nufu bonkum no na se but ehye inside kakra
basoro nti ehye nufu no ntem nti mu we ma na mu mbodufu no de ye de ensa ba ya na ehu makoma nti se nti hey nu ehye ha nti nufu no hye so
nufu na se abeda so kakra
no ha no
dabi
sa
nti akoma no ebo moja emoja oxygen emoja nkwanframa e friend oxygen ewo nutrients wom vitamin any trace minerals eno na akoma no ebo na de kɔ nipedua na kwa na ina na akoma no ede bia no se nkamra me ne otie akosi ochena same time no wakoma na ebebo moja sa wodi gu gallon mu a sa gallon na ye dibu petrol no wodi gu sa gallon mu a eye 1960
ose emoja dodo akoma ne bodako no
dako no
sa gallon no sa
1960
ene se polytank baako
sa
wow
nti sa emoja na akoma no ebo na ebo a se eko fiwo ni pedua na kwa ni na with sa oxygenated blood and as emoja oxygen wom akoba se eye too slow you have problem eye too fast you also have problem
just say ya adantem
o say ya adantem nti eno no se o ka se wo hwehwe wo susu se dia na ho de no etia ya obibi ya de check akoma eno de de so wonsa bonku titiri bonkum na osusu a say ni nkane no reading no say ya between 120 millimeters of mercury ekwa si be say 140 millimeters of mercury.
Oh, okay.
Asia de no so asia de no ye emoja na akoma na abo a esan na chi aba akoma no mu.
Anti ebokwa na asan ba. Edi afurusane.
Edi afurusane. Nti de esan na chi aba no sa wote ho anasa when you are at rest no I say between 60 to 90.
Okay.
And I feel
doctor no nti na mo chire ha no wie na mo chira. Won say na the slash bia be. Akama 120 140 130 over 60. Te ho na sa mathematics ne ba. Fe what you say.
Nti enchem no so we say doctors na bi ba chire pi ebi so nchire. Enchem say no we say atwere number bi so ho. Eno so yetumi chire say 60 ya kosi 90. So we dey na 60 kosi 90 a eno so eye normal. Na say bro 90 a oha wo ho. Say endru 16 so a eno so oha wo ho.
Na ne ebe ye den na de bia ye de ele ma sha dantam ho sa no waka didie. Waka didie na waka ne ye. Me ye den a na me di den a because aya akasa bi to say ye say obi endi fruit. Oh hey ya fruit to be oho bi be di a obey kama ukodi ya na efi besen so ho de mpachire enti me di den me ye hwan ese me di den ese me ye den.
Okay enti eba na aduane a ye di aduane a ye chi ne bebre no e generate bibia e fra no free radicals na sa free radicals no se body ni generate ni sa emra we di na ema woni pedua no e sha se ewie bibia e fra no electrons na sanso ma angwa ewe ye ni pedua mu no ebo apo nti angwa no bo apo a se wo cholesterol ewo suru kakra etima no bo apo ntemtem na esisi akoma no entinu
na angwa ewo ni pedua no ayese nkuto a wode no na fe wada no si ho entimi nane emfa ni pedua no na wo se de nuane a yache no
yache nti obi
akoko a yache kan kosua a yache kan emo no krase yache bi
ebi ho nso yache nti nya kosua ene angwa no per se na ya issue but angwa the type of angwa o de bechi obi ho a o chi enam a e o sanka enam no ususu angwa no de chi wi a emfa sa angwa no nye stew bio e so tugu but sa wo sa de chi wo de stew a generate free radicals eno no it's still your electrons na electrons no yet say chemical bi a electrical signal bi a ni pedua no e produce nti say sa electrons no sa free radicals no yi free ho a e sha say affect say dia wo genes ene wo DNA no kra etimi ye adwuma
tetimi say dia doctor wa cheru afo ni bayire fo ni ade wo mo high power because aya yi hu enye say yate hu be hu say
ebitimi de si ho na ade achi wo de si ho na ade achi kra na because enam ene enchire ni ade agum na dan ntino microorganisms every atmosphere no ecosystem omudi temudi a na wo de aduane you also introduce these organisms into your body
eni ani tofu wa na no ayi adwongo ba ku yo se hwan ya otewa o kanokre nie wo de achi aduane saa be na wo twemienu ni wo wie ya eye etum no wasa asesa makogum se wo de aye hyeto mo ma ye enye saa wate ni enye sika wie na se oman ni mu nipa ne yare a yesika na de be ye den asem na kanokra mera ho enti yenso a ye fiefie mu no ye de sabi ahokyere ana se ohia na se economics ne management binti anwa na wo de chie wonam no wie ya na de ye froye no enye ho
eno so nye
yenya ye
sa obi ho nso a odi aduane a anwa won bebre na wanom nsuo ana se bibia enwu edi eguso wo ye sa no nso a eno ema sa anwa no ebi ho a ebo apo anwa no ye what types of anwa ye wanwa bi a friend saturated fat ana sa anwa etumi dantem eno se no wodi ye aduane na se wonum sa bi a cold na wadwuma no ti se office adwuma de bia wote office na wo ye adwuma ma anwa no ntumi nane nti a sha se ebo apo na ebo apo wo enti no mu a etumi ebi kra tumi ko si enti na wa akoma no ho na etumi de akoma yes to say enti akoma ya da screen so enti na wo mu no na se musi a imoja ni ntimi ndi afurusane na kai se akoma no se bo moja e de ama ni pedua na 5% of imogya no akoma na ebo ma no ho letimi aboa akoma cells no me na timi aye adwuma yie inti akoba se nti no mu asia akoma no entimi enya imogya oxygen wom na akoma na hyase se yare anase
because onya de se ebo ma ne ho no
eno no ida se wokọ ayarsa bia ka se wanya de fan angina pectoris eno no beti eya no onufu bonkum no na se etimi de fa omotium ekowachi ebitumi so wonsam anase meka chance wanya de fan myocardial infarction chance heart cells no entimi nya emogya oxygen wom inti ahya se cells no ewu so wo hwe akoma mu ohaw na ho you bet your group now into 3 categories. Okay. They are from circulatory heart disease. And then you have high blood pressure, you have low blood pressure, you have high cholesterol, you have stroke. It forms part of the circulatory heart disease. And I don't know, faster dia akumano senka ebo moja di afrisani ewo yemu. Nanso entimi enko said the say and you have the structural heart disease. Structural heart disease no eno no faster dia akumano ne kase ene ne fesu etie.
Okay.
Sa akoma no de ne kase no enka wosi kutruku se ya. Sa na wakoma no etie.
Sa ne kase etie. Obia.
Enti almost obia average size ne etisa wo fist.
Oh, okay.
Na se ekoba se epunu bi wa akoma no mu na eno na se emogya no efa akoma no mu a eka dwom ebie na aka dwom. Epunu no tumi ye weak. Nti ye weak sa na emogya no kogum a over time no na ama eho no acquired kese ti o ka se obi what say left ventricular hypertrophy and say left side of akoma no aye kese because valve no e bia ye weak
je fa say epon ya o ba studio ha obi ya ye bie ne ye katum ye bie ne ye katum na ayi bi inches bi na ehye nche ho na emu ye mere na dako na obi na agensemo nche ne basa na ho
na ma akoma no aye kese eno no ye the friend structural heart disease and ye oba ko so e friend electrical heart disease eno no akoma no ne upper part no esene electrical signal e de ma lower part en na eboa na akoma no tumi ebo sekoba se upper part no sending more signal than necessary. The other say akoma no betimi abontentem na emre bi akoma no bebo bia no ebo moja na de konipedum. Inti say abontentem bebria e betimi abon without pumping blood. Na say akoma no ebo without pumping blood. The other say tissues are airtrain akoma no say ebeji imoja no they will become deprived from getting oxygenated blood. Inti say tissues no say ebewu gradually ekobase sa tissue no ewo wadwen mu a within the space of 5 seconds na emoja oxygen ewom endru ho a ubenya stroke.
I see.
So within the heart na say sa 5% na ekona say ubenya the friend cardiac arrest.
Eno na eto wa taking cry no.
Inti akoma mu ohaw no ye wo no ahodo na ye hwe other things etimi ma akoma no so etimi yare. Yawo obi oho a owo diabetes and also otadi sugar bebre brebo no wo function bi a e convert sugar eye no bibia e friend triglyceride another form of sugar sorry another form of fat sorry into a convert sugar into triglyceride say fat into debia wo di sugar na brebo no dane sugar no ye no fat no be do so over time no brebo no san tri fat no ba ne ho in the process called lipogenesis. Inti se brabone the fat na brain ho a brabone to be yakase chain said the SSA. Now there is a direct vein every brabone ekwa akoma mu a ye frɛ hepatic vein. Na sa hepatic vein so brabone yakase a e press sa hepatic vein no. Inti emoja akase free brabone mu ekwa akoma mu no. When say emoja no is decreased. The body sana akuma no struggle say ebebo and also to me leading into akuma mu how.
Ti no so akoye te say ebia ade a esa de fam na de bibia to so. Ti ntimi fam say de sese fa. Ti ahokyera koba. Na no so de how fofora ba.
Abre akuma no. And na ye wo obi nso o kidney mu how asabo no o how ba ho a asabo no yi nsuo bi e fra no rhinin. Na sa rhinin no na ebo akoma no ma akoma no etimi ebo obi oho a owo oha na kidney ho Inti sa rhinin na say kidney no produce no. Ne dodo no either say too small or overdose.
Okay.
Inti aye overdose ebe ma akoma na bon temtem. E bon temtem sa na your friend palpitation and I say your friend palpitation. Quick heartbeat. And also to me leading to another form of akumamu or how.
Well, boy, yeah. In fact, o share body so ahun. Na che say Nyankopon dan wo ye adwuma pa o. We ye esoro ho de enko a wakoma ne ho. Enti wo hwe adwuma we ye Nyankopon ye nyina yi a na odidi me a na ode eyi ye kan say ne enyu na guso. Na wakesu na wadenden yes. Now I am madam, no I am boss, yes. Not just say, oh, how we so. Well, your homework I obey my huntina, yet ha yes, yes, I did. To me, did it say the doctor at on a board, FFE, associate church, moi, corner. What shall say ye who ye to the beer, and yes, say be a never born on a wontiminto. But a ashay no achon, wefree. Me that's a pa. E bia na also ye din komoy, a telebia to say unufu na se hono, baby a doctor said. Akumane sen ya na fa wachi ho so de na o ka no me so frɛ 0302211701 0302211702 0302211703 na fe wo asembise bia yenni enkomo ansa na sa cardiac hwan no wa arrest wo eno so de wa arrest wo yan ka me pa che wo peking kran no ne wa wie ne te se ewiase aba wie edi amount and I say be a stroke yi bi kura enti na wonnim but afei a watie nkyerɛkyerɛ no ma yenni nkomo na twe ho free enema bi ho bi nso kura doctor akasa no wabɔ asɛm bi sort mu sɛ fa ho pa o mesro akwanya no wo ho enti frɛ doctor na afei fato nanim nyame de ho nim di ama no na onye doctor yemfa ne sɛ obi wo ho a wo ho ye ka ne sɛ yi nyina no abrabɔ no tebea ne nso ya na ka ho obi wo hono ma wosese de ekura no dako no ohwe ne ma bi kura nkola bi anka ne ho but ono nko na brabom kura no sa aduane bi no wanfa no customer na de bia wani a abrabo ba yira ma no but de bia so no so na wodi na hayi nso touch men wanya ne ho de yen
okay enti ye wo enuane bi wo ho a enye that expensive and I said the American no so say eduane sa wo chiri bebre nso a eno so kra de how eduane who said the body is natural ehia natural thing
okay
inti say wo de bibi ko ne pedue no say ade no wash no all the nutrients healing properties the phytochemicals ni na wash no
for the best say one me enye pintin bia na do me munya isa kasa ne ka pe nchire mu ya de amaye mebu a ye fa na kwa me mbrampa cho hello na kwa me.
Hello, Mama.
Nana Kwame Pacho, good morning. Actually, press for what to say.
Me Pacho, for press here, Boko.
Yeah, there, Radias, Mr. Doctor, to you.
Doc, me Pacho, but they're now a tray, a dear far Yakuma at home. Na, a dear menso, my experience a crack. I say, Makuma, Menufu, I say no. Ayana ya kakra na me Philippines kakra ewo nti mostly no minimum say the previous accident be anya and on leading into that so me said am pe ebia I ensure new and then man
okay okay Matthias wadwen na no doctor te classroom na nya on net ho nye wonsua enyu asem na nya accident but all the same no tie doctor ne yetie no o be ma ho moaye yemfa ye nua yin so enwie hello Rasie na wanchifo ho te sen yo
na mi adum wanchifo nyina chete me juma pa
me won so da se dodo me won so pacho doctor ti ras
oba the blues camp of bia be ko so ama
wa yeah there rade ase e bedru ho
ano pay person say adwene be na utai bia brebo no be nya ho de pa wa adwene u dia brebo no Obeton, yare emo basabasa. Doctor me who said him.
Mate, me da say.
I remember that the president last Boniface or Chow.
Me jene so dodo, me da na se pa. Eti yemra na sawo ho, but me jidi se nipa mienu ya sembisa no so efa ho nti. Doctor yi anu ana wan so wafa wo de e de frame. Doctor ma me fa ba konso so na yen so ye tetwa bi pa na yen so yakoma no ne ye mrebo no
okay nti wo nom san bebre a dey ene say ensa no nipadua no ehu ne say toxic at the same time no wo nom nsa wo liver no convert ensa no eye no bibia e friend acetylate chemical is very poisonous and it affects how the liver no function. Aside that, because ensa no follow the principle of digestion say onoma ebeko uyem na uyefuna yinsu e friend hydrochloric acid eguso na aboana etimi breaking it down na onoma na akọ intestine absorb into the liver. Liver no as toxic into liver no generating more fat to prevent the toxicity of the ensano. Into over time, once our bread bona shall say, aye kesie, and as aye greasy. But aside that, alcohol, it take it up to 93 days, and sana a free trim. One alcohol, it did 93 days, and sana a free trim.
Even said, Debia me call joint na me je baako toano baako baako no 93 days adechena me call na me je baako 93 eti se me call saa afia 93 doctor fesi ho omo ye call joint no yate ye ho ase why ye sua ya de awi pacho ye nua no mienu na se bisa no
enti ye nua na fresh aduane for liver eba na aduane ye de 5 taste ye wo sour bitter sweet pungent and salty. Bitter. Ediane bitter no tabua brebo no brebo no to me eye adwuma yi pa in terms of releasing bile juice for digestion ni ade. Inti sa anuane no eboa. And aduane so e sour so and so tabua brebo no. Inti to say garlic, which is pungent, and then some of the bitter stuff also helps them.
You need some more. It's a flower, no, actually. Why? And about no say or suicide accident and I say we no.
Yeah, I don't know. It's speculation for at the moment. Say accident and I say any accident. I don't know. Uncle, who the doctor? We just scan.
Also, your doctor. Into my number, no patch.
Okay. Into your Omra. Our friend was 0244 40 1878 0244 40 1878 and I say 0267 117 666.
Mr. Frewate na doctor we one friend wa ayo doctor na so ho no ye den
okay afibia no twice in a year no ye free health screening emma amount for ye check akoma ye check liver kidney gallbladder uterus and prostate for free. Inti afi de e ochina Saturday. Oh, ya say e Mamprobi banana in.
Jo, ye frɛ ho sen.
Noble Trust Herbal.
Noble Trust ampa. Noble Trust ampa. Inti afi bia won so adwuma wo ye na ne nyame de adom na de bia sam ma manfo. Nyame hira wa adwuma so wate. No hira won so. E da se pa nti me so fra doctor e bi kura nkomo ba ko bi no ho wantumi anka but and I make no e fa wanum a ye wanum de. But a coni peduanima a hackman. Titu near a joint. Me, may mashim you. Say about Toba could be a kujnaha. It's never branding me, no. I say, so I can't say, no, great. Baby, what my taco joint, baby, no. I had me hot. I have so ye. Okay. No, crane am them kind. Pacho, maybe. Na ye di fashion 101 a Hong Kong, me vasisia.
Me a sure say no busa me say na personal he fa na okakopi me wa tattoo by Grace Studios aha ene fashion 101 jumidi e di enkomo chiche no aba bepi we are entering into the world of tattoos kwaya the tattoos a tell a story empo no be hwe obi no na we designing ho anempo no atwotwo ne ho kama unim kwaya ofa so ye na nempo di empo na inspire no anempo nim kwaya o de sa tattoo no e tell a story ana ni say ntimi wo me tattoo artist e wa ha e na me wo me tattoo model enso so wa ha nti chain bisa say enkane no tattoos ananka obehia no krom bebre no carrying the idea and for still mobile or multimedia request for
Now, the new world we're entering, Kofobi impair those olden days tattoos and stuff. So they bring in nice design and look for the nice, best, good tattoo artists around, then the person will do it good for the person.
Old designs, old ones, no, a bit style then.
Okay, sometimes you see someone's tattoo outside and it's swollen. Tattoos shouldn't be swollen.
Okay, swollen in what sense?
Like it will pop out. Yeah, it has to be on your skin. Like it has to flow your skin like smoothly. It shouldn't be rough on your skin. It doesn't make sense.
And my mum is also answer na obi beba na obetro say bia mepe ebia cross.
The cross.
And I say bia a Nike symbol at a tattoo. What goes into that? Okay,
maybe a person wants a cross. You know Christianity, so a person wants to get a cross on the body. It's nice to get a cross on your body. And maybe the person is a footballer, so he wants to get a Nike symbol, or a person likes sneakers and stuff. So maybe I had a friend, he likes Nike sneakers a lot, so he has to get Nike on his skin. You get me? So it depends.
Mami bisa what you are saying, that means tattoos na ya be sharing bi mu na ya na wo mu no ya no mo de ka bi chire but na yen shede yin.
Yes.
The coin ben na obetimi afa so ai o ye wo tattoo obetimi de achiro bi say oh tattoo ya wo hu nti bia mayo me hu say na me pese.
Okay, sometimes to the design depend. Maybe you see this design, you have to know that yeah it means something. Maybe waiting on design way so now no, I don't get this design. You have to meet the person and ask him, oh okay, tattoo in our no a chair, like what does it mean? Yeah. So and also depending.
Into why artist, my member say obi pa hanim say na ordinary design bar. Do you find out what really that design entails and I say or can say oh ebia we na me dia ba into your na kona call ye mama na what's that process now?
Oh, as an artist you have all designs, you have to know the meaning. You get me? So maybe you bring this designer, maybe I've seen it somewhere, I've read about it. Oh, and okay, wait to say, oh, this guy maybe is in this group or he's in this group. You
okay, so then let me ask you, this guy is either in this group or that group. Doing designs, be something say, oh, some particular design radio is for this kind of group of people, and I say it's meant for these people.
Mostly, maybe the leader will come for it, then later.
The leader will come for it in what sense?
Oh, maybe get me this. I want to get the same symbol, like this sign. Then yeah. The same symbol, then like 5 people come, and maybe whilst working for a person, you'll be talking to the client. Oh, do you know this guy? You say, oh yes, I know him. So maybe you the artist, you've done it for like 10 people. You know that, oh, and you've gone through their pictures. They are like friends or a group of people.
So na or category one my group of people be to me walk in. Maybe a first one about or see OPC, second one is about see OPC. No, yeah, now one kasanga no. How do you feel?
Oh, it's normal. I feel okay, but you know, in Kofobi to me, one said approach a funny number. One person joining into the group or they want to meet this person. Into a person near Bibina, maybe or post here now or tagging the panel and say yes. Or one Kofobi or Ghana ni nyama na umbet me and say yeah. Or pen and say one person joining into.
So me to say there. That means tattoo na ni panidin kaya no to me find traces to somebody elsewhere.
Yes.
And I'm so tattoo biana it make a fashion statement and I said tattoo be one of it has a meaning and that it is meant for some people and not everybody.
Yeah, tattoo in there and Kofobi a meaning. Maybe me symbol or me shop. Now what I say you want to get maybe the symbol in the great tattoo and say yes, maybe you want say on count me group, you get me? Person on joining Grey like the Grey family. And now Kofobi mostly in Kofobi groups now more joining you get go for groups or more joining to wait me about oh I want to get a 30 BG on his skin now maybe opposite here David Ohuan oh this guy I like his tattoo and person on joining the group so through the 30 BG obet David obet me a friend aba
and me to assess there na no eya tattoos na ya na ye hunu abonte no enye bia na wo hu ya ofint na wakwakofa because e bia na de wakoko like e be twe wakoba bia onim say e de kwakora ho no
yeah and it's a truth what I say but maybe you the artist, as on catching and say, oh, tattoo way, then our bay and who yeah, you don't have to do it. Then the person will bet you share design for no I at you say.
Mammy says so tattoo bia na was say expose. And I said tattoo ni be on my was a kataso.
And that's the main reason I don't have tattoos on my hand. You get me? Because nkofobi wo no ma on say omun show off into the tattoo be here omun sa honi nyama. But if you have your meaning to get a tattoo, maybe you have someone in your heart you want to get a name, you can put it under your heart, your like your breast or something. You get me? Now I want to say, yeah, you truly love the person.
There, Mammy says some bizarre. Meaning, say tattoo now will design. You're just making a fashion statement out of it. But they all they bought like because they off it. Maybe you feel say, oh, if I have, let's say, a flower, it be all my son chair, and then I attract it. Like anytime I see it in the mirror, I feel okay. Maybe I may person me draw some lines be on me sound. I mean she bangles, and as I mean she bracelets. Until anytime I see that design on my hand, I feel that I have something there already, which I don't have to add any other thing. Yeah. So then the old saying, you know, tattoos now what's on what so they say who do better say?
Like I have like 10
in that it's not visible, like I can't see it unless I undress you before.
Yes.
Into the tattoo, no, I'm not making any fashion statement out of it because when I see you, I can't see that you have a tattoo, and I can't tell say be a tattoo way design way and I say I'm a friend, you know.
Okay. Sometimes I'm sure like I wear shorts. I like wearing shorts a lot. Until maybe me I have a tattoo here, me cool beach and I say baby, you see it very well, you will like it. You get me? And it's meaningful.
It's meaningful. Until I'm beside you, I say no, as a chair again.
Me I like money. You get me? So I did and I like joke, like I like playing a lot. So I had a cartoons like a toy symbol holding a money bag and money focus, like I want to focus in money, no other stuffs. You get me? That's why I had money focus. That's it there.
And what else again?
I had my first name, like I had a group I was in, so I had to get a name here, the same name there.
By force, and I say she said we join the group bia. I said they have a symbol. I was searching when you be skin.
Yeah. If you love the group, you love the group or group Nasema, you can just put it on your body to show that you're part of the group.
Then that's a mate was here, sir, tattoo now when you're for that particular group. No, I just as our group members in Penny Bits because what can you want to because so what at time where had they be our shattery. We won't see it. So how will we see the beauty of that tattoo that will attract me to also do it?
I didn't do it for people to see it. I did it for myself, like to like it. You get me? And my group people know that I have something like that there. You get me? So
be rahanim sisi say na say bia okacho say bia me pese onye o design ni bi mama. And on what in design raha kwan ben na mofa so start the process.
Okay. First of all, maybe so say design one phone so then would be sending me on my tablet and so if it's a correction or mistake in the design, I'll just recorrect it. Then I'll print it out on the paper, then sketch it and paste it on the skin. Mostly those days, you use pen on the skin. You don't get exact design or the exact work. So that's why we use the printing process. You get me? Into your paste here, then you get, if you have to use a numbing cream, you just put your numbing cream and paste the design on your skin. Yeah. So when you paste it on your skin, you just follow up. So you get the exact work.
Into Tracy from paper na so the paper na so be na design AP.
No, before you print it, you get the design. So there's a file you print it out with it. And the design will be that tray. Then you have to paste it on the skin. So when you paste it on the skin, you see it. So you just follow up.
There's more or less like a sticker.
Yeah, it's like a sticker, but to get a neat work, a nice work, you have to just follow the process.
And to no follow process, and that's what they carry on we are. We paper if you want now we not there open.
Yeah.
I find our tree, see now what drawn for and I say.
Yeah, you were drawn for now. What are the more details now? Look real.
My name is tattoo Biana. Individual Biana, and I say what tattoos are in Batmia and Beman to me and I say.
Okay, mostly on say me to make a show basket because me know about so maybe some in bar most of my flowers ninyama and guys like getting those men stuff, you get me. So if you come here and you bring me a design of maybe flower, you want to get it on your ass, I'll look at you, why are you getting it on your ass?
Obema no ba.
Yeah, Obema no. You getting a flower on your ass, why would you get a flower on your ass? You get me. So I'll give you another way to paste it or get your design there. When it's a girl and she comes that I want to get a flower on your ass, yeah, you know girls they like putting and showing off their skin.
But say be the same way now, tattoo now na. I just say be all around them you one son me hon. Maybe the one that the guy also wants or the ass. If you call them the person who nintina. Okay, maybe a person design or a person fan to hon. Maybe what he had a scout there or a scout be on on cover up. But on him the no be a person near flower or no soap a flower into. You just do it for the person because not open. Don't make konye de na nipa no mpe. Later on what be how or the person will not be okay. Say na oka say e bia na or scout be no there akata so mbi say tattoos na ya na ehunu okom ni nane. E bi o do ma o mo dey make just fashion statements and o bi o no ma o kro bi no dey kata so.
Yeah, e bi mo on mo dey kata kro. And e bi on o person fan show off keke ati ase.
Enti mi mbisa wo say bia me ba ha say sisi ye bia me wo ho bi wo me hanam say. Me ha say etu. As I'm person wonye tattoo and kataswa, how will you go about the process?
Okay, so I'll look at the skull and get you a design which will fit it or match it. Now maybe a bit look real like 3D tattoos like to me but I want a 3D tattoo. So you get something which will look real. Maybe it's working on your skin or something.
Tattoos now you're trying to be anyway.
Maybe your zodiac sign, maybe so your faces, and maybe so your maybe person chobi or date of birth. What you say? And maybe wait me about I want to get my zodiac sign. Maybe Sano. What's your sign about? Like now you search your net, so now maybe okay or change maybe a person your my yaman.
Apart from on sama bit me adro ni paniti na to no eni bia ne o chest so bit me atro bia initials no eni ade no I hear Fabium na what me yes designs.
Oh, maybe so in between your thumb like your waist side and under your breast. Maybe so maybe okoichi and say maybe
Okoichi.
Yeah.
Design be not me no Okoichi and I say there are some particular designs.
There are some particular designs there you can put there.
Even in your way.
Maybe money bag, flowers, butterfly. Your designs be one now. Oh yeah, fair.
But so say obi ra ha sisi no catch say bia. Me show memory a. E bia memory bubu, memory nya me. Nti me onye design and kata so my fingernails so a bit me.
Yeah, or more designs be one more. You bit me a be cover on fingers be be cover her. What I say. And I be so on no maybe on person watch be or person nya Rolex symbol. Nti e be design na look real. Nti or her on share watch nti or trap picture na say be want me say this guy is wearing a watch on share watch. What you say?
Tattoo.
Yeah.
Mami mbusa o. On say mpempi na yana nkofo perception about tattoos ne say bia or more yes sebe in collabonia na impono mo join some all called groups na yes are tattoos and so.
Oh. And the nkofo to make say oh tattoo yeah bad but enye about bad then ope no person nye one no. And say someone can focus say oh it's tattoos are bad stuff and any real
intimate was say tattoo ya dia see ya if you company shows into they are not even telling me story out of it just a friend and fake can on so yeah
one ma they are telling a story there's a meaning there
mama mbusa o tattoo na na ye hu no yi na na bi wono ma ye permanent na say one ma just stickers.
Yeah, well, they leave like to me chill for 6 months, and I'll be one of them. it's forever. But if you want to clean your tattoos, your machines will honor a paper correctly.
Why tattoo artist is it advisable saying as a young girl and as a young guy also so as a person we tattoo so we permanent tattoo a bit checker. Okay, a bit more on they've willing to be in a soldier like one person more government work need but one person more life and now embarrass and your money. So I'll tell you if a person you want to clean it for some time, I'll tell you to go for the 6 months process. Now if you're on your own, you want to just leave your tattoos there, you can go for the permanent one. But tattoos are removable. Semet was serious, I tattoos no any corporate environments be and as an institutions be an bit show tattoo off. Yeah, and is the truth because maybe me papa also for me papa on complaining for the tattoos but uncle phone in chain with me complaining to me I'll do it in my private part now go phone shut down. Yeah, but ebia me busa say na odi kind obi ho no more person or join ebia military and before you enter into those ones they are na check on because me just say private part cry ebe hu ebia no near my into me profile until I make a choice wait me for the 6 months process. Any I'm into was here you so see we have the temporal ones. Yes. Into the let me ask you what advice will you give to Nkofo no mo share na they are tattoo lovers na obi wo no ma and the only say be ochino police ni na so jeni and no so ho anytime because say we wait be people tattoo later wait try your design Nkofo be on they easily get tired of some stuff so maybe my cover myself to have a see her and I'll have a design I want to put it there. If design is more deeper you can just cover it up but I want to say design way I have to cover clean this tattoo before putting it into your more machines now. Wait me people tattoo now you get it back. You get another design here. You get another design there. Another design I was skinning show. Maybe my paper me tattoo. My paper tattoo your skin will be normal. Until wait me I get another design and just cover it up. Oh okay. I mean boss designs need your honor 6 months. And now, like you go through the process of cleaning it. Yes. Then I would say ebia obi ekwakoyeta to no per se child say ohun ink ne say ink ne papa na say ink ne papa no. Yeah. Obi ba ha no say ya me sure say machines na mode ye no. E ya na moja ni ade to no so kwan be na. Okay, for your certificate ink no. Mera tattoo studio or na makoshe I'll ask the tattoo artist the ink is it good or it's not good or a chair and a chair or bed check you more. As you say, and a tattoo ink be our expiring date into a pass date now. It's me more cancer na say be tattoos be one or more expiring inks no or more expiring dates for her. Into to you or bet you just can I check the can into check it can now what's more expiring dates no. Okay inspire your tattoo will be good. When clear and answer me. But the ink na expire na say woni me dey ma wa e dey sunsun na the baby. So sometimes I will to say you won't show well once a paper and and show ye into after say ink no e be expire na or the ayama na e won't show ye no any side effects be ama wa nipa no. Oh and tattoo be any side effect unless maybe nipa no you want to say mostly those times before you so needle the needle you have to when I use it for you I can't use it for another person again. Me sure say me shase na obi say ho say na the press like dey nkwa na ama na ni my serious no pass me ba ha dem say ni me free ha no na me nya some tattoo bi my skin so which say tattoo ya we should be an ya waye no. Then say you nipa no or ya collaboni be an no join some particular group because your simple designs be one ma so yeah you don't have to read meanings into it. Me say mami ko tattoo by grey when I'm busan say design ya why mami ya nkasa me feel some feeling ya me say ma hu sie no me de bibi aka ho no so bi penichi akwan ya fa eno binan.
Okay, open on social media, or search for Tattoo by Gray or Instagram, and answer Snap, and answer Facebook, or waiting on them. And maybe open say Umbra me shop, waiting there to map, no so say, oh, call Tattoo by Gray, and over me shop on them. And I'll person on your number, and say, you can call. Okay, wait, you have friend was 055-83-70036. And then my WhatsApp number, you be always have Yami.
Yeah, say. And fashion 101 Jimmy D. Aha, and your day on common chain. A bis now when you say, Sabana who see dear. Now was so coming home. A yawa de beer, any cusia da beer. Near wow, almost an hour who sees you. Obe see, I'm our dance. So me, and I will see him a Persla and a man. The order send.
Answer me, Bobby Trinko. If you are said their own man who are and can be. Own man who are and can be. Own tea, I see ye near in church Romuna named Indian for a noon too. What I say, because Bibia only and Chimone a home dear woman, a fair can be a. No, who said they will come. Sebe, Sir Rasta for near one more no read the area. Tattoo so near one more cobble of what they are. What I say. But at the same time, no so. Wabra bow on some. Say Yamawa, go, and Yamawa, backwards. Preslana man, yada say, what my Shian dear, ain't he? Yada sapa. Your fan no see her. Yeah, boy life for yeah, tattoo. I just saw Tiapo. Because on Tiapa, or tattoo, no crano, academy, I didn't so yeah, not there, or there, the fashion. What I say. Ain't Tina give us Herbal Center for her and Romeo, so a woman chain. Ain't he? Nana, Mache.
Mejo so.
Na give us industries want to say.
Yankopon Adom.
Ghana for so some madam say because e bi no mo nim dia be drone so omoni obusia for na enom.
It's true.
Timusu munya ya amato apete no.
Obeko fie na wano na eguadiem na omo ano musanom. It's true.
Timo mato apete dia Ghana for that why.
Me that say.
Enti eja obane ho kronkron na si we.
Me that say. Ma me fa ni die ma ahwefo nyina na anopai na me obi akwaba emra Adom TV so. Na uhumi a na chese nkomo a yeba bedi afa ya pomode ho ye freme na Romeo said the Diamond kan no me na me yokasamafo edema Givers Industries adwumakuo ni nyina na anope yeba ya ye nantese nyina yetiawa but ye nkomo a yeba bedi no se wo bibi busa me pacho hwe screen na se a Givers ye number ye hotline ene da ho no obetumi afrɛ yɛn meguso a mekasa yi onti bibia se abetumi afrɛ anuanom wɔ hɔ ambeje so na bibia pese hu bia no one yɛn aka afei so number no onso so wa bia screen no hu ani no na membobɔ ma 0543 222 470 mepacho 2 ne miensa 0543 222 470 enti we ene number abetumi afrɛ yɛn so anopa yɛn komo ni nyina no ye ba behwɛ problem a emma ne mema ta fesi ewo empaso agudie mu the friend pains during sex no na che say bia one obema ehia mu wompam ana one oba edi agro wompam a eyade a sesenka ede enjoyment ani gie neba but obi wo ho a in the process no in say be enjoyment no na ne die no aye pains na che say aye yawo meanwhile enye normal de bia meka say enoma nyankopon boy a feelings na no odin sin bibia wo wiase no ebi eye sebi se wo dwonso de pa na you be ma tunsem na wo dwonso a wo hu feelings ne se de tie hu kutum se wo feeli ana se bi a chese wadidi na ahye so na chese e wo se wo kohwie egu na de na tata wache na wonya WCB e neat na watena so obetumi asia so be 1 hour na wo ye hu ye saa wo wie ne saa no se wo hia oba wo mpamu na mu di mpaso agro imagine unse ana feelings na no odin ba aden na wonko ade edu so a oye wo de na pains abam no now enduro ya esisi manimi ne yeba bedi hu nkomo baransa no se wo yoba ye fe bibi vaginismus oba science mo ye fe bibi vaginismus
nana Romeo side
vaginismus yes yare de tie ne se oba unse ana oba ase oba vagina ho no muscles bi ho di se muscles no tight ya be ma ne wo da e ma oti pains e wo mu inse se be enjoyment because of se muscles no are tight into no ubun se be ma no e penetrate no na fe e de yaw and bro because e hwachi what you say ye to so mi no se oba unya enamu nsan yade one be ma hia mu na unya enamu nsan yade a ekuro na eba wase ninti no se be ma enu edi agro wo mpaso a because of ekuro na wo wase ninti no obo se be ma ni penetrate in and out no na edi yiawo eba wase nti eba sa na sex no inse se obe enjoy no na wo de no aye painful ebiem se bia oba wa dry e o ma bebro ho a sebi mpreduasa ho se be ma egro no ho krampo na bibia nsi na semfo nti eba sa na ehwa dry nti ehwa dry na be ma no udi agro a inse se be ya nige no na ode na ye yawo ni nyina eye conditions ahodo a ede sa sex pains no anase pains during sex no ebrel oye be ma nso a wonso so unya enamu nsayade a ekuro na ewo wo be ma mu nti no enei ubema no entimi enye flexible said the opese wo ye no se bi odwonso wie krampo na nka mehu ye bema de odwonso wie a last drop no eno na ya na ha adwe no se wan tumi ampurumu ye na okahye mu a eno ya na ma pants mu nyina afo no tubo se na scent abawase because last drop no esenka osom na purum sei ba ekuro na wo bema mu nti no osom na wo purum anye ye because ekuro wo bema no mu ni nyina na de pains eba wabra bema ne oba edi agro wo mpam no oye bema onya sa pains no oye oba so onya sa pains no ne fare ba ni nyina no eye enamu nsan yade me pa cho ndro mienu we kura mi give us cold capsules give us speed capsules me pa cho wontumi no ba ku nja ba ku no matter your condition no matter your situation se wo ye oba se wo ye bema se wo ka sa ndro mienu ebom na no mo a sister sa pains na wo te no wabra wo ne bema edi agro wo mpam inse se be ya ni je na wo de no aye yia no me pato secret ni aduro bia ni Ghana ha ebetumi aboa wo sa akwan no so apart from sandu mi no we nti se wo hwe me na no pai wa Adom TV so a me kan forgive SP ani ko na ma se toni mi no bom na ka bom na nom udidi wi anopa obenum we mienu na wanum we mienu na ye nan anwumre nso so wadidi awi no obenum we mienu na ye nan ti da mu nyina na wanum nwotwe we nine watwe na che say within 3 days we won say problems ni nyina beko oyo ba na sabio uni atinka uni feelings a ena na mprempi no e ma sabi ukunu fa wachi no because be ma ba ho a e wo se won so uye bibi e ma be ma no feelings say yes me ne oba na e ba bedi agro no onye me nua ba onye me ma me ba nti e wo se won so uye bibi sabio e se ma ukunu feelings say yes oba no ne nda ho no but the ma bi wo ho a se ukunu ba ho kra o say ayi o de ye uwia na o de ntuma na gu so no wada sister o yes we be jiukunu what you say o ya o so de oba na mada kra de ye de obe ye ni agro no sa enya o da na dabi uwia na o de ntuma na kata me so na wada ye enya no ma what you say be ma na ubu no na so ubu be ma na bre kra mutimi what you say esesem na ha de bia one way na one by na sesem kakra why esrew afe obi a wanya sisi yare o sisi ya o ya pa e de o ha brew e wo mpam because sisi no na dwuma eye wo mpaso agudie mu no e bura adwene ntiase so se de nipa won se de mensa itie a me ye ni sei me rest no se de eye no saa na woni oba e di agro wo mpam a sisi ni ye se ya na sisi ni ye se ya sisi no na froko basa ba se ekuro wo ha untimi nye ni se because the moment na be ni se ni because of ekuro na wo ho nti no oye ni se ya na aka ana oye kra se ya ahodi nim ba ekuro ni ho de otum boni sei what ya say boni sei sa ntimi sraw se ekuro e wo sisi mu a ohia give us speakers give us ko kabom nanom na nkum kuro bia wo sisi mu enyi amama bia mfu sisi mu enyi flames bia mfu sisi mu na ma sisi mu nye den se wo yo ba se wo ye bema ohia ndumi ni we me pa cho se wo num ndumi ni we na problems a me bobo so kire no problems na nkwa hwemanim ye ye frame na na romi ohia me abetimi acheme ana se fantoa no ko ba bia otoduro no na koju sika tie ba bibia ye to aduro bia wo Ghana ha bia no obi a ne sisi ye ne ya ukura poma wonante ya na wakon mu ntumi nante wonya sa ndo mienu wei wonum sa ntoa mienu we wie no se problem na nkwa me say ma police fo ncheme ana fantoa no ko na kokoju sika tie ba bia to aduro bia wo Ghana nya na wa ye mere wo mpaso ntumi nhia wo ba anyensen oba ofafura na sei sister obu nsa moja na ba na ne etutum koko na de sa problems na ba oba wo bre wo nsa bu mu obi wa wan ye ni obu ni sa sister se wo bu nsa obesiden wo fafuro besiden na watimi afanyensen nti ko pe give us pin ko no numbom na emwa me pa cho ye number ye 0543 222 470 2 ne ye miensa 0543 222 470 ebi kura wato wi o pese obusa ha wa be yusu no chese na chi wade feel free tem bia be free bia be jo so 0543 222 470 ye ba be sorry so yi na me the give us eba mesha no e kire say aduro we na abeboa Ghana fo a enei yare ekodi awuo covid-19 yade no Ghana ha no antumi amre yase no secret na ni hweniye endura wa Ghana ha nyina no obi aya oso e immune booster tie papa ni original ni emo bia na adaw Ghana ye dwene timamufo ho eni nti no Ghana wo ko market ba bia se wo pe abibiduro aye mesha we na ne bo ofo ye fe ni give us heba mesha se wo yare o pe bi nanom me pa cho entwe ma yade ne nka wonto okra ansa na wanom abibia fa bo ho ban tam bia fa bo ho ban se de ye wo asojafo wo man mu a omo boy ho ban BBC a ombe sore akoma ye no the same way na oba widie num so a ye wa asojafo wo widie num a de bi omo aye krado se Ghana ban ahwe asojafo yie na wanto atu ama omo a BBC a ombeda na oman ni nyina ye ho kyire the same way na asojafo na wo body num no se wan hwe omo yie na wa omo ahoden a yade bia betimi aka wato eni nti na ohia sa do we no asojafo na duro ni ye fe ni give us about me.
Me da say enti number no 0543 222 470 0543 222 470 so bi ka cho say ususu se mabo apo a chemia ni abre nana me da say mani na ushia me na wachi me da say fa busia many Nana Romeo Okasama Givers Industries na wato onupa e de a chiro no me so sa twa me basisia se ohwe fashion 101 advert no a me ka wo mu se ekwan ya be fa so obesiesie ho no etimi kire bebia wo fiba etimi kire nipa wo ye etimi kura kire utirimu adwen na che menu na ama asem yi no kura ba mu ya wo de temi nche he ene sen Dr. Lawson ete ho na me bisa nse na wato bo ase afa ho so se adwuma na me ye no metiase me ye Ghana ni me ni nua kasa enua temene enti na ebe mu ho se Ghana ni de hia wo ye bibidura a wote ase no nana pachom bom mu asem achi o na wason yesofo nyina ho ye de Ghana fo nso se men kan cho se de Dr. Virgin no wo mu nya kra nkom be cho Virgin Dr. Square oh na je se wo de ba kwa ka ho ama sisters no kwa so akoyi ama wo mti wo da sepa Dr. Lawson akwa ba
Yenya.
That's it. Ebusi ama midi kafa number no krama wansa. Fred Dr. Lawson Chemenu oye nana faka ho. Fred no fasa number si eso 0242 133 577 and answer 0202 675 778. Na on send to me can be now also Emma obi nchu condemn. So time na me de pa o. Dr. Lawson Pacha boy and sisters no brothers be and tribunum condemn.
That's it. My men fasa akwanya is na menchia me krumo hene.
Oh, okay.
Na na do.
Jo.
Buntomu so. Me sama na yakọ because na busia panyini. Na na kofi menu. Ya anti asem de.
Oh.
Oje hoko. Nana.
Ma yakọ. Nana misumi ma yakọ.
Shedene.
Misumi ma shedene nana.
Oni kuna fu nyina. Damo.
Nana.
Oni bibi.
I just hoka.
Ya na edwuma bia na mere aho.
Adentia.
Denti na enoma ye be no Ghana ha bia no ya na ye na enye ho.
Well, we be
na se ko Nigeria Abuja na o hwe omo local rice na omo di no se de omo si etuegu so omo di ye Ghana ha ye fe perfume rice ni ade no ebi ni ho omo ji omo di
okay
na omo ji di na to omo yisu a ye hwe kwa e be fa so a e be build omo economy no so what you Ghana ha aban bako wanya ade aban bako wanya ade ye timamufo no den ye
mo asem kese no obisa nana
ya femi Dr. Lawson a man femi the Virgin Doctor which ya me kwa na aka the Virgin Doctor na mama 100 cedis
ene nana tobo Virgin doctor.
And then count diamond.
Oh, sir.
Okay, me pay about the by studio had the
and count.
And I cram at so about 50 Ghana cedis. Because they offer me the Virgin doctor. Why you advert your mommy?
Anyway,
Matthias say. Na kadem pese Ghana 40 years you na ne say. Me Dr. Lawson. Now we Ghana ni na me de aduro bi e fe local me sha bedwa so na hege mai boa mo wo ma ye twa mo condemn.
Wo ma ni abo mo ho so. Lawson ronti.
Ye toka mama.
Yes.
Moto ye toma wo.
Ayo.
Awale mo japade wunya bi da. One local me say fear the achew. What is more? Then I'll help you. Na Ghana ni bitimi ka Ghana for do ye nye Ghana bibido nye eso odi kwansu saa
mo
odi kontomire mo je duro ba na che kwansu saa no mo kontomire me say Ghana for
okay
ye de no hwe ye woda no so ho Nyankopon mu say wodi edi efe no ye a edi amoko ebi fe no kuo
okay
also de be break Ghana for ye ni kapre ye ni sempoa ye ni dama okuo no won fichi okọ wa bi e na tetene ma no wo a so ho wo mo no anom na kum ye mkuro ye ga na enu ama de o ma ye wo wo da wo ba akum ye hwe na fu ayekutu wadi dam ayekonde
so be ho be ma mi bi wa wo twe wo tede wo ti ababa wa kama
ene ye tetede no wo tena nsuo so
okay okay
ukuro no ya no no abi noman akum ne yam kuro esire kuro de bi bo no ena ne de omu ma ne yebu didi
asem
ema wo pe okotwa petese kwata
okum ne yam kuro
okum ne yam kuro
e wo breko a Lawson Herbal Center
no ho ena kum kuro okotwa petese kwata wode ne ma de ba ne to ne na so no akwa twinfo no ba akum ye no wo ne na se ya me be do ha ju titi ne ma me anim no de na wo ne yam wo ba no adwene Akwena puse cham. Wa bla loka misa wodwa so kum yam kromi ni aba wutie. Adan. Papa loka misa no ekum yam kro se nkuda. Say diabetes kro, say cancer kro, say gonorrhea, and syphilis, and bilharzia. Wo to kro na afon. Wo to afon wo ba wo hwe me bua o sa wo sere. Wo to afon o ko pe local mission no ma wo to no nya kese wo ni pa bia kwa do be afon no wo no fu na afon o ko pe local mission no
if you say no futin wo me bo ase na no che say no futin wo ai me kai ba
e we na Ghana for my crocro me a obi so on ti ase
e wo moti
no mo do dance die wo me na ba what ase
Matias na Matias
no mo do adanse de ewom ne be ma na afon no wanom na ye kese na denden eye kese a kodum pempen so a ne yire ne ho kani ne ni aso a akosi janom enya adanse
ye eno ano no
mo for Dr. Lawson number na mo fem tem so number no ye 0242
yo
133 577 zero kamana uma ana na wosre
what can asem what
can asem because me edro ya me di abedwa so no adetro bi ase Dr. Lawson no di adanse die nko a no mo dra adanse o
okay
de be mo ya virgin
na yan san chu condemn
debi
mo Dr. Pacho yenko we so na ye face
I don't person be say ni pedi akwa na be ye fe ho be ya kono kopa bi na no 60 regions on my tomb no pete babia
I see
e bo no form
okay
diamond uni na men ka sem
ka
mo to mi no na ma take advantage na mo de ton na aboden no Nyankopon hwe mo
okay
aden edon ya tonto o se wan ka se de bo to so 30 cities local 25 cities local mesra mo hwe ya stores ni di nyina ho dasa na me de betudwa
oh
damo yanko Lawson Herbal mission
mate
Dr. Lawson the virgin doctor a man can for a man doctor a man crocro yanko Lawson Herbal mission wait they be make san me pija we edamakoma so eni adura me de to me ho midin de me bo ho ban yo lossy haba me say me srem obi a wo start aduane bia wo hwe me ne day
o hia bi
wo hia lossy haba me say
yate
obi a wo start aduane lossy me say obi a wo di anado obi a pesra de nam obi a wo fu ekese obi a wo nase atatai obi a wo doubt me jo so tentem diabetes ne sell lossy haba me say yo dia mama de akoye stroke di obupu agu dem a wontimi nante ko no 10
bottles no 10 no
yes
okay
dokita poma
okay mate
lossy haba me say yo dia number no eye 0242 133 577 that one me time na kashin
asa eti na so me chawo de ode be ka we hu asem na
delay man capsule me Dr. Lawson say oba bia no ma obetimi atwi me condemn da obeji oni so me and kanya me na me delay man capsule
that's right
wa bia 20 ni wo
okay
akoma yiro wom
okay
dunsi kuro wom damna wom enti ama me sisi no koto de ma ye
sisi ne kotoje ne so na ma ye be ma
wo ye ba ma kopa bi no
asempetia yate
delay man capsules
ayo
ube delay oba benya ni peak oba nya ni peak o de henan kokom wo se hon e wo se oba ro nya ni peak
that's
police mem delay man capsule na me number dama yem fan tuja
0242 133 577 020 267 577
Mr. Moffat, Dr. Lawson, the virgin doctor. Oba no ko fa ne ba, oba no ho ka. Well, yeah, that's so wajibre or Badwam on Adom TV and afi Asempa on Ekosi say. What it tells you is that media man hene kwabna santi. Ana menya Philip Osebonsu obi yatenase. Yebedi nkomo e ho hia. Empendo do na no obetina asemi abeto abontin one twan ben panyimfo anye nchiremu yi a there a lot of issues but the abeto na say kwa asem kese pa no the broni beka say emergency power supply hon komo akwensem bebre ebinim say enyina ma hoden ye kosintan contract ampa Ghana hia say enyina ma hoden e say obeba mfa so debi ebinim say debi contract ni mu na nkasa djumako GPGC na nkasa no omuso no omufa akwan bi su ebugana nimtia ehunu se tokuro da hihye nimtim no omufa enumum ebinim su ko esusu se aban so ayenhwe han amane sika so pa ebetimi aboa ayenioma bebre no ene aban kotua ama eyese adwumako no wonti ase ne se measurement ase ne se onyame adom Ghana's Attorney General Godfrey Dame Yeboa enyana ene ne betwetwe eyesa enkom no mendasi for ebra onyama yi.
That's pa fine.
Medical first question maybe say answer minia ya Osebonsu abem say I think around 3rd of June 2015 and as a emergency power purchase agreement won komo buy na Ghana isan say ne what bia bi mintino you just say nhihye ne beboy India ne GPGC and akoye say nhihye no now the ATM film is different it's impa edi komu and the ATM film akoye different e dey importe pa na edi komu
right. It's so kind of emergency power purchase agreement no around 3rd June 2015. Now in this abay no omosane na omosane was supposed to deliver power within a certain time frame for a time frame as deliver power no. By the time I ultimate agreement no na conditions precedent as they say no me say omo year as agreement no I effective no na omo year na interestingly, 2016, September 2016, na MPP NDC abana answer so. Omo who say omo signing what do we call PPA? PPA is just a power purchase agreement. Omo signing PE as a bruise. Now, once omo sign there, no, it hold financial implications for the state. So, because the financial implications is being held on account of the execution of these PPAs. There was a need to evaluate. I saw more share. Now PPAs almost share year and say PPAs will cry. A who here say almost any. The who here no for making me a cancel and so much and I say maybe a who here no but time no answering because if I'm community say my power supply now too much no, maybe I'm betting me defer or postpone. The committee no set up in 2016 September. We took office in January 2017. Government they said to us, civil servant, public servant to be on more. To continue or more. No, we report by April 2017. Now, that committee has making the determination say most of the PPAs were unnecessary because they would result in what they termed excessive capacity development or excessive power supply to the state, in the sense that the state's capacity was determined, was limited. Even if what they kakra etoso, because we be a industrialization 1D1F per a being a power say in Monoma, what in Yabuma, PPA on my son, a bro so cry. They say a terminated P. No, some make here the termination said they should terminate about 11 or so, and then some of a few others should be deferred because we shall terms here quite favorable in Tibia. It defer best 6 years time. Because even with the terms are favorable, but at this time, into me, we don't need the power. And now, interesting, I'm say okay. So you defer our PPAs now. A very resulting in losses to the state amounting to $586 million every year, and that is from 2018. And cumulatively, that is totally from 2018 to 2030. A very resulting in cumulative losses of 17.6 billion, if I'm over $17 billion. Then Papa say maybe say you try even if you're being care losses. So the committee and realize say yes, termination there to come in financial implications because NDC are banner sign agreement with Nkofo. Now Nkofo na sign agreement with them. So we have agreement now. But we should terminate here. Say what you power, say one GO, so to be. And that's really my problem. Later on, I'm sure it'll be uncommon at Beko. So that recommendation was made to the government, say, we cancel some of the PPA agreements, including GBGC. The GBGC agreement, no can specifically say that agreement ought to be terminated. And so the Attorney General at that time, Madam Gregofu, also relying on the report of the PPA committee. I say PPA committee because I was supposed to review PPAs. Also reviewed the agreement and made certain determinations that, well, in addition to the lack of excess capacity, in addition to the fact that the agreement would occasion excess capacity, the conditions precedent and some other conditions. Okay, but
Mr. Obi, Mami, Obi, I said, sir, committee na is setting up, no. This administration or the previous administration?
The previous administration. And
reason being?
Because Oman who say there was an existence too many PPA agreements. PPA agreements, no, a very resulting in what we call excess power. I say electricity in here, power in here, Ghana. In here, so they are saying a very waste, and it to not just be waste, but of course it will also result in financial loss that the state was going to lose. I think it's quite, if I may actually quote, just for purposes. So the first issue, and this was away from the committee, it's quite clear here. The committee was inaugurated on 29th September 2016 by the Chief Director of the Ministry of Power. That's at page 12. Then you go to even the same page, page 12. It says the action has become necessary as the setting up of the committee has become necessary in view of efforts being made by government to ensure that adequate and affordable power is made available to citizenry. This is in consideration of the need to procure adequate power as and when required and avoid excessive capacity development, which leads to increased capacity charge payment. Wow. Into the answer finally I would say really if they don't evaluate the PPAs now a bit hard and that it is informed by the need to procure adequate power and to avoid excessive capacity development, which would lead to increased capacity payment. So that's really the rationale for setting up the committee. Now, on the question as to what would happen if the agreement or the agreements were allowed to proceed, the committee also made the determination here. In the business as usual scenario, where all executed PPAs are made to proceed without modification, excess capacity rises from a minimum of 524 megawatts in 2018 to a maximum of 2,886.85 megawatts in 2021, when all the committed and candidate projects would have reached their commercial operation date. Over the period from 2018 to 2030, the annual excess capacity average 1,400. That's excess capacity.
Yeah.
So the annual excess capacity averages 1,463 megawatts, whereas what the country needed was 524. So the country needed 524 megawatts, estimated high. Meanwhile, excess capacity alone was 1,463. That's about
PPAs and assigned.
Yeah, assigned. That's about 300% more. So the country needed 524 megawatts. And that's a excess. Alone is 1,463. There was a need for you to continue with the business as usual. And the annual cost of this excess capacity averages about USD $586 million. The annual cost every year from this excess capacity average, not the one that we be using.
Yeah. Excess capacity.
Yes, capacity averages about $586 million. This was the result or the finding or report of the committee set up by the ESWA Ministry of Power. Ministry of Power.
And for the purpose of Incomo, yes, they are Hinkra committee because
Dr. Hinkra
Energy Commission.
Yes.
Okay.
And you are not done one.
Or no, or chair.
Yes.
I think there is really no debate about Honorable Kade, the rationale for why this committee was set up, because I'll share the findings of the committee now. In the executive summary, has said the committee established that even though capacity additions will be required in the years to come, the scheduled capacity addition from the executed PPAs is in excess of the required economic and sustainable capacity additions, which even include the 20% reserve margin. You know, the 20% reserve margin, still, I think Saudi no etun chaya. Yadi can establish the debate be anyhow. The said your former boss advised the energy ministry say based on SAR report we or more cancel contract but say report and so recommendations on a CP GP GCD the report can say government may consider terminating the PPA of GPGC with an installed capacity of 107 megawatt at an estimated cost of 18 million USD, or else pay excess capacity charge of 24.90 million USD per annum over the contract period of 4 years. By the time our report we are ready, our committee recommended say we may terminate. Now ye name say the company in question na started a jume bi kakra, for which reason I intiming say yes sorry I terminated contract no sa keke.
But we check it. Is it May?
Yeah, can May.
You read that?
Yeah, but
May.
Yes, but government may because the committee was recommending something to government of Ghana.
Their recommendation
was up to the government of Ghana to take or not to take. I mean, essentially, but it also did not derogate from the point that the committee had made all these findings that you could not ignore. If you are a responsible government, you're supposed to take decisions based on informed situations. And the information that we had received was that these PPA agreements were unneeded, apart from not being needed. They were going to result in losses of about $586 million to the state. Every country, even 5 George Walker Bush Highway at that time, the media account was 544, which was 543, which was celebrated. And so, if every year we're going to throw away $586 million, really, that is something that any government cannot ignore. So, on account of that, the government decided to terminate, and that was, of course, preceded by the opinion of the then Attorney General. But I'm saying that, yes, back to your question whether we have not established that work had been done and all. There was determination by the energy experts at that time that really not much had been done. And I think that if you read the arbitral award made it quite clear, say, our witnesses testified to the fact that work had not been done. Of course, the arbitrators held a contrary view and determined that, yes, we're supposed to pay this amount of money. And I'm saying that, it's it to be beside and say, Adena agreement won't supply power at all. Adena agreement what was termed conditions precedent. Say no my engineer. I don't know. Good. Udigu akwamansa agreement no agreement properly. Adena say it mutual 1 something million to a company who had not done or which had not satisfied all those conditions precedent. And that is because of the kind of agreement entered into by the NDC. So apart from the decision to enter into the agreement itself, we must also probe the very terms of the agreement that were entered into. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. So first and foremost, 2 factors expose the government of Ghana to the payment of this amount of money. First was the decision to enter into the agreement when was the conditions were really did not render the entry into the agreement necessary at all. What fair argument to emergency power agreement? Emergency say we are powerful. Meanwhile, by 2017, now conditions present no satisfied. Agreement which I say satisfy conditions present. Yes, very short time, about 30 days or so.
30 days.
Yeah, 30 days. Signature of the agreement. So he was supposed to satisfy it. By 2017, by the time you existed, you signed it on 3rd June 2015. You exited from power
7th January.
Yes, January 2017. By that time, there was no condition. I mean, there had not been the achievement of an effectiveness of the agreement. So even by that time, they should even have perhaps terminated the agreement, because first and foremost, all the conditions present, the timelines had been, had not been honored, and also that by that time there was no emergency situation. Some would do something before, and even on account of the PPA committee report, by September 2016, there was excess power. So it means the emergency situation regarding the agreement itself was not existent. Wow. That is one. And I'm saying that why would a person then saddle the nation with such unjustified financial expense, financial loss?
So argue with so we share some of the condition precedent and was say omo meeting na e be a buying and was say provided. And for example, back on a license and also munya from the Energy Commission. I be mo kwai mo trade in power na ya de no. So license na say e delay ya omo nsa anka. permit near the no pay to enter site and begin construction and also na kwa be the company also feeling say okay by 2017 I'm satisfied but it was not my doing. It is a cancel contract based on say and idea was a mayor then no knows woman a problem.
Fair argument to make if I were a lawyer for the company, but I'm saying that the government which was responsible for ensuring a satisfaction of that agreement reneged on its obligations. It failed to meet every important timeline. Even the time for submitting the agreement to Parliament, they even defaulted by many months. So really, they themselves, right from the outset, set out not to even carry out the terms of the agreement.
Deliberate?
I don't know whether it's deliberate or not. That's why they made an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the entry into the agreement and the default on all the terms of the contract. I mean, I think that it's a matter that in the interest of the nation we have to prove. Now, when you know that the country did not need such an agreement, you enter into it and then later you just find I want to export it to neighboring countries. But that even is defeated by how the agreement was described. It's an emergency power purchase agreement. You entered into an emergency power purchase agreement for the purpose of subsequently exporting to another country? No. And then also, per the determination of the technical people at the Ministry of Energy, the conditions for an exportation of electricity, they don't even exist. But at the time the agreement was signed. If you look at the PPA committee report, I think it is made out there, stated clearly that really the whole issue of exporting electricity and whatever really did not arise at all. And I think that was a hoax. Because to date, I don't think that there is an establishment of conditions necessary for exportation of power to electricity or to neighboring countries. So really, to date, this agreement would have been unnecessary.
Okay.
Then so the terms of the agreement that I said were also very bad in simple terms. If you look at the agreement itself, you see that clause 1 defines what effective date is.
A very critical point. The time and there was a contract. Yeah.
So clause 1 say court no. Clause 1 say agreement no. Be effective after fulfillment of conditions precedent. It says effective date is a date on which all conditions precedent have been fulfilled or waived.
Okay.
And will be 30 days from signature date.
Okay, no, just say Ghana by it fulfill or no.
Say, I see effect. I see agreement. No, say a big now so a bejumano. It must be after conditions precedent.
So a bit more. So as you say, we know. I said to me,
within 30 days.
30 days from signature date.
From time you sign a
except that by mutual agreement in writing, the parties may extend the period. There was no such extension in writing. And was actually part of the agreement that we used to defend the matter. That indeed the parties themselves, by their conduct, had decided to even render the agreement ineffective. Sebia in conformance and Pono na Bomsani agreement NDC for government in the GPT's campaign. They really no agreement to any senka a bomukra. Yes, 30 days from Omanye. No, most agreement to say some extended time no in writing. They never did that. So it was part of the agreement that we raised, but they were shut down. And why they were shut down is clear from the terms of the agreement. They were shut down because clause 2, the same agreement. Into the still went to empire. Even if appointing a holding part, stay so here.
Yes, because and no, your administration see, the other can be understood.
Yes, to my mounted defense. Yeah, mounted defense for court, no. And there was a full defense. Among for say case, there was a default judgment. Default judgment, I say, be what filing rate against me. 7 days, I send my entire appearance. Now, my entire appearance. You have the right to go to court and take judgment against me. So, me file defense, so I mean, entire appearance, I file appearance. That's, and so I have 14 days, I say, be file defense. And so, my one man, my file defense. You have the right to go to court and take judgment against me. In this case, it was never like that at all.
And this,
agreement case, no, I'm filing, no. We contested the matter vigorously. We filed our statement of case in the opposition, filed many documents in the opposition. Then there was a full trial. Say you take case in your court, witnesses, a buy, kind, and say we yes, there's 5 witnesses. Dr. Henkrampo also testified one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yes, a trial for us, and we proceedings are journey for 4 months, and so my judgment January 2021.
Within 2020 COVID period, no, not trial, no air course. Yes. Meaning that no online.
Online, yes, we're online. A Kogu from Olympic, from hotel Monte, for the representatives for me. I mean, probably about okay. By now, me argue and officer of president so sending for by reps. Yes, Koisuman to come and observe and all that. Many other people. So, really, I'm not for my guys for judgment. No, at all, and okay. But of course, so my intro argument is a broadcast unnecessarily. Now, even though my defining effective date in here after this president so satisfied me. Clause 2, defining the term of the agreement as starting from the signature date. That's fine. Then clause 2B, it just says, term no a guaranteed period. And in the event that you terminate the agreement, see you also an agreement and then next week we terminate here. So we clear all the sums that a person will be entitled to under clause 25.
But where from this?
Precisely. As you say, we have a agreement. Into clause 2 it says subject to provisions of clause 25 of this agreement. And you can subject to this agreement shall have a term commencing on the signature date. And then clause 2B, the term shall be a guaranteed period. And in the event, so the term which starts from the signature date, a guaranteed period.
But,
and in the event that this PPA is terminated in accordance with provisions thereof, prior to its expiration date, as a result of a default of any of the parties not responsible for the default may proceed in accordance with clause 25 of this agreement.
Wow. What it means is that say a buying per se even or exercising the powers under clause 1. Say more meeting condition president did me more.
Yes, indeed. The proceedings I hope said were even recorded. Which arbitration almost say private. Yet I can produce to you the notes that I made for the argument. And I said that the implication of this agreement is if a signing agreement is there, now say the parliament before it becomes effective. Parliamentary approval is a condition precedent for any agreement in Ghana. The Ghana laws, yes, say if the agreement is a foreign company, even if it's not in the agreement, but it's also parliamentary, you must still go Article 181 clause 5. The implication is that even if the agreement has not gone to parliament, for parliament to approve, now what's an agreement with the now say terminate here. The other party who has not had this agreement obtaining parliamentary approval can still claim all the sums that have been given to a company based on this clause 2A and B.
But
so that argument, court shooting it down, and they even if you look at page 143 of the award, this is so. I'm sure that my interpretation is wrong because the agreement that we signed, under clause 3, which also repeats the same things in clause 2. we're supposed to pay.
Yeah, honorable, that's say mono in mo defense, no, mo hate clause 1. I kase se o ma meet condition precedent bia mutimi etwam.
And no more raising
equal raising clause 2
2A and 2B and as well as clause 3. Any 25.
This is what we have signed as on my yes. But Obi Fachemi, Eva Dami Fachemi. Are we sure we are reading the right document?
100% correct. 100%. This is it. Government of Ghana represented by the Minister of Power.
At the time, they don't talk about
yes, there was no Minister of Power in our time. There's never been a Minister of Power in our time. No more Minister of Power. And GP is limited. Emergency purchase agreement. Now look here. Says the emergency purchase agreement. This agreement is entered into as of this 3rd day of June 2015 by and between the government of Ghana, represented by the Minister for Power, or its authorized representative, having its principal office, so and so, and GPC Limited, a private limited company incorporated in Ghana, so and so. Okay. Of course, the company was owned by foreigners and all that. Then the signature page for the agreement also indicates quite clearly those who signed it. So, I mean, there's no doubt. This is, so, in witness whereof, the parties have executed and delivered this EPA as a day and a year, first above written. For on behalf of the government of Ghana, Dr. Komna Donko, title Minister for Power. So, on behalf of GPDC.
Okay, Dr. Komna Donko. But honorable, my question then, following from revelation, now what the Amaye Ebese, because Yenim says, according to international agreement, said we are cool, not for reasons being opesa will terminate here. The other party or no will be at the receiving end of the termination. No, our right to be on bit my exercise. It been so call to the tribunal in the UK. When we advised the Ministry of Energy and go ahead and terminate the contract, no, were we aware of these other clauses? Say you could terminate. That's a could do court. Near is okay. We terminated based on the fact that condition prisoner also meet and terminate here. Did we know of the clause 2 and 3 and the provisions thereof?
Yes, I mean it was there quite clearly.
So why then did we recommend saying
because of the same reasons that if we deliver it, we're going to result in excess capacity. Then the committee also made the finding that agreements in terms of the tariffs, that's charges too high. Inti indemnity. Inti what's our PP committee report now? In some can say indemnity about 80 million.
Yes.
I think no credit maker. I think it's a part of the was wrong. It was wrong. Maybe I know many lawyers in here, but it did not take into account the relevant provisions of the agreement.
The agreement.
Yes, and that's what the tribunal actually stated. In fact, when Dr. Hinkra was in the box and when another gentleman from Ministry of Energy was also in the box, all these things were put to them. So we had experts from Ministry of Energy enter Adaka
as witness for the state.
Yes, they are dancing. There's also experts be also making calculations. So no, what they were entitled to is not 134 million, but about 68 million in all total. But the committee, the tribunal preferred the testimony of what GPGs for. So that's it.
And you know, 134 million.
134.
Okay. Honorable Inti, the ruling was delivered in January 2021. After say ruling the buy, now you need any other options to either appeal, to either exercise any other right.
There be not at all. And I think it's a question here because first of all, the show timer, judgment. Judgment on 26 January 2021.
2021.
I'm for play mystery say me not me because
that
time I was not even attending Jura. There was actually no attending Jura in office. The time the judgment was delivered. So that also might have accounted for all the difficulties and challenges. And there was no attending Jura because by law, whenever attending Jura, anywhere, whenever there's a vacuum in the office of attending Jura and friends, deputy attending Jura, it is the Solicitor General which
and the acting
who acts because really until here time you appointed president's representatives around the country. Obviously there was no president's representative.
Not president representative be there.
Yes, because in Bra you didn't president or didn't and Bra no Legal Service Act. Just say attending Jura no deputy attending Jura no Solicitor General no act.
Solicitor General they also
so and also it is not as if say your ma arbitral award and as arbitration judgment or be a right of appeal. No be any right of appeal at all. And the agreement is that we express it. A agreement to open as arbitration award they final. In fact, Ghana we have an Alternative Dispute Resolution Act, and in it, if you look at it, it will indicate clearly say every local arbitration pono your ma award a final.
A final.
Which my appeal or appeal to the High Court on very limited grounds.
Yeah.
If I say panel no more they have no jurisdiction. And I be mama hearing, and I say friends there was corruption in the process. So we need any of these factors. You cannot really appeal. Now, let me show the provision. I think it said clause 28.
And where clause 28 of the
agreement that we signed.
The government of Ghana. Any
GPGC.
Yes. Okay.
Clause 28, which I say, clause 28, paragraph F is on dispute resolution.
Okay.
Now, of course, here, Roman numeral 16.
Okay.